Hey everybody, I'd like to take a quick minute to talk about crypto IRAs. I personally recommend iTrustCapital. When you sign up for an IRA with iTrustCapital, you get to be able to trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just like anywhere else. They got a wide variety of crypto to pick from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, to Polkadot, and even Doge, and they're adding stuff all the time. The best benefit about an IRA is that you don't have to pay capital gains tax. And trust me, I don't like to pay taxes as it is. So I'm always looking for a break when I can find one. It's easy to set up. There's only a couple steps. There's no hidden fees. Everything's transparent. And you can even transfer your 401k or IRA that you have today. You sign up with the link in the description and you get 1 month free.
Hola, hello guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Shiba above 70. Consolidating, yes it is. Holding, yes it is. Good morning, just chilling. Mitch, what's up? Christopher, hello Virgo. That Demodora says, what's going on? Awesome student, hello Julie. Who else is here? Balsam, hello. Gary, of course, is here. Lali, what's up, Lali? Hey, Green. Hi, Chris. Wizard, good morning, Matthew. Bibosa, good morning. Alexandra, good morning. From Europe. Okay, nice to meet you. Collective, hello. Conrad, what's up, Conrad? How are you? Daisy, hi. AJ, namaste. Namaste. Good morning, these two. Let's go, guys. Look at that, guys. Shiba, come on. Take us higher. Good morning, Shelton. Ebray, good morning. Dizzle, good morning. Ali, good morning. Erica, hello. Yorona, hi. Hi. Jawa, good morning. Liquids, hi. Robert, hello. Richie, good morning. Good morning. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited. There you go. Eat my shorts. Good morning. Good morning. Ali, to the moon today. To the moon today because of Shannon. Shannon, Bray. Let's go. Prajapati says good morning from Switzerland. Good morning, Chris. Tim, hello. Who's the guest? Well, you don't worry. You'll get to meet the guest. There you go. Good morning, William. When are we gonna be millionaires? When we become millionaires? Your favorite person here? Let's go. Your favorite person. Lee says, love this channel. Lee, we love you too. We love the channel too. There you go. What's this rubbish? Can we? There you go. I just want my songs. My songs in order, guys. My playlist. None of this rotation around. Adrian says, hello from the newbie. Hello. Hello. No. Andra, good morning. James, hello, how are you? Breakout coming soon? Yeah, James, looking for 7580 for breakout, right? So, Rocket, good morning. Hurry. He's the key. Who is? Love the natural light setup. Let's go. What's up, Mindoch? Shannon will be 26 minutes, guys. Yeah, we just wanted to come on early, just to you know, get the hello highs out of the way, and then Shannon Braden, U.S. Senate candidates on hot rates. Let's go. Uh, you have the rubbish shirt now, Roger. Thank you for the support. Thank you for buying some merch. Thank you. Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash a like, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. If you can share the link as well, guys. Again, guys, get all get the Shiba army in here, guys. Get the Shiba army in here by sharing the link, smashing the like, so we can all get this information, right, guys? Right? It's okay. Copy the link, post it on your Twitter, on your Reddit, on your stock tweets. Let's go. There you go. Super chat, guys. Super chat from Boss Lynch. Says make sure you throw a few bucks into Baby Shiba Inu. 21 million market cap and banging. Sheep Light, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. No. Share it on Twitter. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for sharing the link. Good morning, Justin. Are you guys ready? Come on, give me a yes. Give me a yes. Give me a Shiba emoji in the chat if you're ready. Share a link on PlayStation. You shared the link on PlayStation, Seb. How do you? Let's go. Yes, you're ready? Collective says yes, ready. Buenos dias, Raymond. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, William, you're ready? Let's go. Shiba? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready, ready, ready. Good morning. You ready? See? La, la, la. William says woof woof. Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah, guys! Greetings from Holland. Hello from Holland, Ham. Newbie ready, Adrian? You're ready, ready? Okay, sounds good. Don't worry, Adrian. All newbies. Stuck on ready? Stuck on ready. Yeah, again, honestly, Shiba hasn't really done a whole lot, but that's completely fine, right? So, we've talked about the levels that she again. Glad, Susan. Susan, when I see like a constructive comment from you, it's always I'm always like wow, wow, because for the longest time we thought you were a bot. So that's cool. That's cool, cool, cool. You're in the Netherlands? Well, hello. Sheep TA, please. John, what's the question? We'll do some TA in a bit here. So first time I've stayed up all night. Watching sheep always is it always this stressful? Great. It's not, but it's not always this stressful. No. But crypto just has that effect. Hell yeah, from Cambodia. Hello from Cambodia. Where you guys watching from? India? India, where you guys watching from? Let us know in the chat. Um, and tag milkshake. And there you go, Chris. Let's go. So I'll get rid of Doge for now. I'll get rid of Doge. And then yeah, we can just take a look at cheap here, guys. I mean, it's a little bit annoying that we broke below 70 here, but it is what it is. So let's see what the rest of the day has in store, right? So and then go from there. Go from there. Daisy? What do you mean? Wait, no way, Daisy. No way. No way. No way. You're from south of Edmonton? Really? I had no idea. I had no idea. It's amazing because I'm meeting so many people that are from the same city now. Yeah, from the Philippines, Timis, Nana, Delhi, India, Minnesota, India, Sri Lanka, California, from Oman. There you go. From the moon, Kenya, from Kenya, Maryland, California, Arizona, Texas. A lot of California, a lot of India. There you go. Ireland, Ireland, Los Angeles, Morocco, Alaska, Bulgaria, Turkey. Wow, people from all over the place. Orlando, New York, Missouri. Abraham from Houston. Houston, we have left off. Not quite yet. Once we break about that 80 and 90, we can talk. We can I'm joining from Highlands, California. Okay, Fresno, Ohio. Nah. Pranav says, should I hold or sell Shiba? Again, Pranav, when you bought Shiba, what was your target? Did you have a plan in mind? I'm gonna hold Shiba for 10 years, a year, a month. My target is this and this. Was there a plan at all? Let us know. From Mars, Russia. Am I still listening to the same playlist? Yeah. No. Yeah, guys, again, reminder, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you are new to the channel. Share the link as well. And if you want to join us in Discord, guys, the link is pinned at the top of your live chat. So, there you go. No. It's Callie says, Callie, you might want to give it. Callie says, everyone sell. It's going to zero. I mean, the zeros in front of it already. So what do you mean, Callie? What do you mean? Give us a reason. Just saying sell is not a good enough reason, right? So maybe we're missing something, right? We're here to learn. So if you can give us a reason why I think Shiba is going down, we would gladly look into it. Not your rubbish. There you go. We have a super sticker from AG. Let's go, super sticker. Yeah. Thank you for the super sticker, AG. Thank you. Just nah. Oh, Callie, you're just yeah, but don't say that. Don't say that, Callie. You said sell. It's going to zero, and then you say, okay, I'm just screwing with people. Well, someone's gonna panic, right? Someone's gonna panic, Callie. Shiba Indonesia. Yeah, Twitter follower. Okay. Well, thank you. Hi, Rita. How are you? Waiting? Robin, I'm waiting. Oh, don't worry, guys. Shannon isn't supposed to come on for another 18 minutes, so yeah, we can just hang out for a bit and watch Shiba, right? And then go from there. So she's buying the dip. If someone panic, yeah, I know, right? Buy the dip when someone panic sells. Yep, is why it's going. Nah, people with no faith in holding is why it's going down. People with no plan no plans. It's why. So there you go. When you buy Shiba and you don't have a plan, right? For example, like if you buy Shiba and say, okay, like my plan is to buy Shiba, I'm willing to ride at the volatility because I've done the research. I'm willing to hold this thing for a year, for 2 years, for 6 months or whatever, right? Okay, that's cool, right? You can hold, right? Okay, I'm buying Shiba. I'm looking to sell at this target. I'm looking to sell at 70, 80, 90, whatever, right? Or whatever. And when stuff like this happens where we go to a high and we start retracing, well, if you can go back to your plan, that helps you from panicking, right? So, but if you don't have a plan, you're like, oh man, it's red. Okay, I'm gonna sell, and then next thing you know, we're bouncing again. So, we have a super sticker from Super Doge with the super sticker, guys. Super Doge, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. What do you know? When Robinhood quota? No idea. No idea. We can speculate, but no idea. Lee, don't worry, Lee. You get to meet Shannon. What's up, George? How are you? How is my day? It's good. Just getting started. It's yeah, morning. We, hi Amber. Let's go, Amber. With the super sticker, the super chat. Says hey and Hot Trades fam. Love you all. We love you too, Amber. Thank you for the super chat. Let's go. Uh, no, it's at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern. So in 15 minutes. Lali says, Blaze, can I get a hell yeah? Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. There you go, Lali. Good morning, Christy. Roger, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Right. This is why I wanted to come on a little bit earlier, just so we could get, so the stream could be you guys could come on. Not like so we don't all come on at the same time, right? So and then you guys are joining the party late. What's up, Kobe? Brought the expensive painting? No, Kobe. No, no, no. Uh, and an exciting stream. Let's go. Hell to the yeah, Dre says. Hell to the yeah. Please vote EMC poll. Oh yeah, there's a poll. Right. So there's a poll from Adam Aaron saying, would you guys like us to accept Shiba? Is Shiba something that you guys would like us to accept? Right, at AMC theaters for gift cards and stuff like that. And well, obviously, you know what the results of the poll is gonna be, right? You know what it's gonna be. Again, Sheep has a big community, just like Doge, right? So there you go. Empress, Empress, Empress. What's up, Hot Trades fam? Let's go, Empress. La, 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 la. Where can you buy? Binance, Voyager, KuCoin, Crypto.com, a whole bunch of platforms. You better like, tweet, and turn the notification. Let's go, collective. We yeah. Again, I wish I wanted Shiba to to just chill above 70. But it's playing these silly games, guys. But when you take a look at a bigger time frame, it's still fine for now, right? So there you go. The two wells by Shiba this morning, Chris, 4 million, 4 million Shiba. I mean, 4 million Shiba isn't a lot, isn't a lot. So unless you talk about $4 million, and then that's but then again, we would have seen the reaction or some type of some type of a spike, right? So, uh, uh, 12 p.m. Eastern, 13 minutes, green. Super chat, guys, from Super Jason. Let's go super chats, Jason. Thank you, Jason, for the super chats. As you're streaming from a new mansion. Yeah, you know. Thank you for the super chat, Jason. Let's go. Hi, Queen. Hi, Michael. Burn. Yeah, guys, it's a Shannon takeover, guys. When I saw Shannon on like Twitter this morning, Shannon was hyped about this. Hyped about coming on Hot Trades. So I was like, "Yep, Shannon, please come over and take over Hot Trades, so I can just sit back." And there you go. So make sure you come. Make sure you have some questions, guys. Right. So and let's go from there. Super chat from Empress, guys. Super sticker, Empress. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Get well soon, please. I know your family is going through the COVID, so please get well, please and thank you. Michael, did you miss something? Not yet. What time is it in America? It's different time zones, Riley. Different time zones. Different time zones. Can one burn? No. Yeah, Jason. Justin. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, they can buy it. They can buy it and burn it if they want. It's just like when companies do buybacks, right, in the market. So, what's the target for Shiba? January the 1st. Hopefully higher than this. There he is, guys, in the chat. Shannon Bray, guys, in the chat saying hello, everyone. Well, again, Shannon, whenever you're ready, I know you have some time, so whenever you're ready, we just came on a little bit earlier to get people warmed up and excited for you. So again, hello, Shannon. There you go. Hopefully, hi the exact right virus. Again, can't predict the future, right? So again, hopefully higher than this. Can we say hi to Shannon, guys, in the chats? Can we give him some members? Can you say hi? Some some Shiba emojis, some hearts, whatever you need to do. Welcome, welcome. Liliana says hi. We're watching you and on the TV. Hi, Liliana. Hi. How are you? There you go. No, no, no. Yeah, guys. Again, also, I mean, we streamed last night and talked about all the levels that we all looking for on Shiba, right? So, not a whole lot else to go on about. We've covered the levels. We've covered, you know, most almost everything we need to cover on Shiba. So, yeah. Soft coin? No, no idea. Hi, Brad. McAnthony, Mark Anthony says I'm new here. Well, welcome, Mark. Welcome, welcome. Let us know if you have any questions. Or save the questions for Shannon. There you go. Tell coin market to fix their rubbish numbers. To fix their rubbish numbers. I know, right? So there he is, guys. Hi.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. I'm gonna turn the music. How are you? How are you, Shannon? Good morning.
I'm doing well. It's
Welcome
been a
to
little
Texas.
sleepless.
Yeah.
Like some of your members said, they're asking how do you sleep when
Yep.
crypto's bouncing around.
Yep.
You
Yep.
got to sleep during consolidation periods.
Yep. Exactly. No, when I saw you on Twitter this morning, like I said in the chat, I was really excited because you were excited, like you were pumped. So and I've lost my voice too, or most of it. So I was like, "Yep, Shannon, come take over hot trades. Let's go." Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you
So
very
again,
much. It's nice
yeah,
to show up on and the chart kind of doing what I'm expecting it to do.
yeah, yeah.
Last week was nuts. Or
I know it
is it
was.
really last week or is it still this week? I don't know,
I
but
don't know. It's we've
crazy.
lost. Yeah, here you go. So before we get into all the questions, I just want to give people a little bit of a story how we came to meet you, and there you go. So again, so your story. Let me pull up this article here. So again, we've some. Let me pull up the daily chart here for Shiba, and then we can go from there. So the hourly actually, it's a little bit more clear to me here. So I'm gonna pull up the hourly here. So again, we cover a lot of movers here in the chat, Shannon. Right. So again, a lot of hot stocks, a lot of hot cryptos, things that are flying, and we've talked about, the importance of going to the moon but stopping to refuel. Right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So again, pumping and consolidating. Right. So again, Shiba had a very nice run off this level. And we talked about, okay, cool, guys. Again, so we'd get comments in the chat that, oh, Shiba's done, like Shiba's dead, it's over. And we said no, like again, we need to pump, we need to consolidate. Like this is the daily chart, this is what Shiba has done. And this retracement here is making you panic. That's not a whole lot. Well, take a look and see what Shiba is doing. Shiba is playing at this 30 level. It's holding 24.5. It's holding support. It's doing okay. So again, we're flagging, we're consolidating, right? So again, if we can clear this level, we should be good to go. And you know what's funny, Shannon? You know what's funny? We saw an article came through on Benzinga. An article, I think you've seen this already, saying Shannon Bray, a 2022 U.S. Senate candidate, says once Shiba breaks that 30 level, we're going for all-time highs. I'm like, interesting. That's the exact same thing we're saying here on Hot Rates. Who is this guy? U.S. candidates, Senate candidate talking about Shiba? Is that the Elon Musk of Shiba? What's going on? Okay, and then we took a quick look at your Twitter. So let me pull up your Twitter here really quickly. And you are active, like you are active on Shiba, like you are Mr. Shiba, like your cover picture is Shiba, everything is Shiba, 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 and we wanted to get you on the show. And I'm really proud of Mindy for setting this up. You've met Mindy already, so that's pretty amazing. So Shannon, welcome to Hot Trades.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Welcome. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your Shiba journey? How did you why Shiba?
Yeah. So, I I first got into Shiba probably at the end of August,
Hmm.
just because it was cheap. I had crypto.com. I saw that I could get it. And then, I bought like 300 million shares of that and kind of made a joke to my wife. Look, it's not that much money, but what if this thing takes off? The kids are kind of taken care of.
Hmm.
And we kind of laughed it off. And let me rewind before that. All I ever heard was Shiba's a scam. Don't get into Shib. It's terrible. And, you know, I have a moderate history in, you know, stock trading, day trading a little bit. And I just kept hearing Shib,
Yep.
right? And I was like, man, if this thing was going to get the rug pulled, it would have already happened, right? This is going on, you know, well over 6 months.
Yep.
The chart's looking amazing.
Yep.
And this was in September, right? When it was just little bits. I was like, that's good enough growth for me, because I didn't invest anything in it.
Yep.
And then so September rolls in, September 11th comes in. It's you know, that's, you know, a day where I often reflect some of my military buddies and whatnot. And I recently had a service buddy who 22'd. He was homeless, committed suicide. And so then on September 11th, I was kind of thinking through that. And then I was like, man, if this Shib actually does well, it can change the world.
Yep.
So then I bought 100 million Shib. I stuck it into a wallet, and then I put out a tweet, right? And just said, you know, I bought 100 million Shib. It might not do anything, but if it does, when it reaches a penny, I'm gonna donate it to a homeless veteran cause. And since then, it kind of ballooned, right? And it's kind of gotten a leg of its own, starting to get partners. Not only that, though, the next day, his name's Dr. B. He donated 100 million Shib, which at the time was $700.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting anybody to actually do this. This was just my personal mission. So then I was like, how do you thank somebody you've never met for sending you $700 for a cause you absolutely believe in? So I was like, man, I got to make an NFT. Yeah. So then I'm staying up all night. I'm trying to do all this research, trying to figure out how to make NFTs. So I finally, you know, I get the design, and it's not crazy, guys. My skills, my design skills kind of ended around the 3rd grade level. But all I was doing was copying, you know, pasting things from these little editors, right? So it's got a little sheepdog and a little house, and it's got some veterans on it, along with, you know, a code that if you scan it, it goes to one's the wallet address and one's the tweet. So if you never really saw it, it just kind of gives you information on it. So then I made 10 of those, and I gave Dr. B one, and I made 10 of them just because the gas fee. I was like, wait, do I want to spend $50 to make one NFT? Let me just make 10 in case someone else does it. And then the next day, another guy dropped $700 on me. I was like, sweet, I have an NFT. He's like, I know, that's what I want. So I was like, excellent. So then we have 301 million in that wallet. And you know, depending on where we are in this breakout, it's anywhere between $22,000 to $30,000 now. So I'm taking essentially $2,100. Now it's worth almost $30,000. For I'm just going to call it a Shib coin, because we'll watch the language, but it's not technically, I'm Shibbing, man. Whether or not I get elected or do well in this election or not, it does not matter to me now. I am coming out on a public statement trying to use crypto for what it, for a positive spin, community service and volunteerism. And, Shib kind of launched with that, kind of probably accidentally a little bit, but, with the whole story of, half the Shib getting donated, burned or whatnot, it's still a good story. And, when you look at the Shib community, the Shib army, and I said this the other night on an AMC call, one of the reasons why I bought initially into Shib was because I wasn't supposed to, right? And some people may argue with me, but when you take a look at fundamentals and technical analysis, and you hear about rug pulls and you see so many zeros in front of something, you're like, no. I'll put a lottery ticket on it, but I'm not making an investment, right? And then
Yeah.
you have your stop losses, and you don't mess around with stuff like that. You can lose it quick.
Mhm.
But then AMC happened, right? GameStop happened. All these people, the community is basically gave like a big middle finger, right, to the industry and the financial markets, and they're like, no, you don't actually own this.
Mhm.
When we step up, we control the market.
Mhm.
And I was like, with all this Shib traffic on Twitter, and I wasn't following anybody that even did it. I just kept seeing it.
Yeah.
I was like, I've got to do something with this Shib.
Yeah.
But man, as soon as I posted that 100 million Shib donation, so as a politician, I was running around maybe 2,000 followers. I'd lose 50, gain 50 on any given week,
Yep.
depending on whatever I say.
Yeah.
I'm pretty based. I say it like it is. I'm a potty mouth.
Mhm.
I've dialed it back a little bit because I now have like 20,000 people.
Like,
Don't know my personality, so I'm trying to put it in there a little bit. But some people were like, "Oh man, you shouldn't do that." And I'm like, "Why shouldn't I?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're a candidate for U.S. Senate." I'm like, "I'm just a guy just like you are."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm also a cybersecurity guy who worked for DoD as a security analyst, and I'm really good on the internet. So I do like being trolled, but I'll dox those people. I'll pull them out of their digital homes, and I'll show them what's up.
Yeah. You better behave in the chat then, guys. There you go.
So it's been fun with some of the Doge guys, but I actually like the Doge community too. I started there. It was my first meme coin. It was my first. I shouldn't do it.
First, yep.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on a little.
No. That's perfect. That's what I want, Shannon. Because again, like I told you, my voice is struggling. So if you go, that's perfect.
With Doge, it's Saturday Night Live burned my butt a little bit, right? Because I'm hearing it. I went into Doge because of Mark Cuban. Mm-hmm. Right when the Dallas Spurs added it as a payment, I was like, you know what, I'm going to jump in on that. And man, I don't know where it was. Maybe it was like 35 cents or something at the time when I heard it. It was riding up. I was like, Doge. Like everyone else, right? And I'm up like 13, 14 grand. I'm showing my wife my Robinhood account, right? We're watching Saturday Night Live. I'm like, baby, it's going to $1, and then I'm gonna sell it, right? His mom gets on there, and the opening bit, and I'm watching it tank, and I'm like, baby, just wait till Elon gets on here. He's gonna fix this.
Yep.
And he gets on there, and it tanks some more. I'm like, damn it. So Doge became my very first token that I used tax loss harvesting on.
Okay. There you go. Well, at least that was good for something.
But I did buy into it. I averaged cost down a little bit, and then on the recent pop, I dumped it. I think it might be a great currency, but the upside isn't what I need it to be, right? Because I'm looking for a force maximizer that if something crazy happens, then my kids are taken care of. Those days where Doge are over because I didn't buy it at 0.008 or even 8 cents where a lot of other people do. So for me, the timing's off. That's why when people say, why you hate on Doge? I'm not hating on it. If I got in early, I would be in it. But it's just not right for me and my family. But man, Shib. Now it was just kind of a joke, but when it climbed, right when it had that 300 launch, I was kind of all in at that point. I just rode that up, and I was like, I don't even know where to put a stop loss anymore. So I was like, how much money do I want to keep? Put stop losses in. But then now I'm in so many wallets across, I can't stop loss all of them. I got Shib in every exchange known to man. I'm just buying it.
You see that, guys? There you go.
I'll trade some of it, but by and large, I'm in it for the long haul.
Okay. Do you have I know people ask this question all the time, Shannon. Is Shiba going to $1? Is it going to 10 cents? Is it going to a penny? Do you have a target at all in mind?
I did, but So my end of the year target was 55. We blew that away, right?
Yep.
My early 2022 target was 75. We blew that away. In fact, we're almost going to call it support. Once I would really like to see it above 70 where it belongs, but there's a lot of support around the 66, 68 level.
Yeah.
But it looks like, once we break 78, 80, this thing's gonna pop.
Yep. Hey, look at that guy. Shannon
it's not financial advice, but that's the way I read the chart.
Oh no, that's the same thing we've been saying here. Support at 65-ish. If we break above 80, guys who are looking for all-time highs, that's just the same story. That's why we wanted you on, Shannon, just because again, it just lined up with your analysis and our analysis. We have a super chat. You wanna do a super chat pump with us, Shannon? We do the the super chat pump. There you go.
We can do that.
Yeah. Amber says you rock. Thank you for what you're doing for the vets. There you go. So thank you, Shannon. So let's see. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions in the chat, please make sure you're asking. Right. So question for you, Shannon. So what you holding Shiba? Are you in it for the community, or do you see upcoming catalysts or anything like that, or is it just a community, just a hype, or do you see it as a future potential something?
I do see it as a future potential to the point that where I'm holding, including my veteran wallet, around 2 billion.
Okay.
So at this point, that's a pretty good investment into Shib.
Yeah.
And no one even really actually knows about it, right? Even the crypto world who think they know about it haven't spent any time on it. They may have perused through the wolf paper or whatever, which I've kind of said it before. It's a good generalization, but it doesn't actually go into any technical details, nor does it really talk about the burning mechanisms because all of that came later. So you're not going to get the full story reading that white paper. But then once you actually understand that what Shiba Swap was able to do, right? The fact that Shib does support smart contracts, and then you have Shibarium coming out. Shibarium's going to change everything, right? People are so locked in on this Robinhood thing, and Robinhood will affect the price. It will drive it up just because Robinhood's the tender of stock trading, right? And everybody will just buy something because it's so cheap. So it's going to drive it up. But that's going to be like an artificial inflation, I think. As you get that pump, some people are going to stay in. But what's really the magic, I think, is going to be in Shibarium, right? Which is basically their own blockchain, which is going to nullify the gas fees for NFTs. So if anyone who's ever tried to buy an NFT has ever had to pay, $500 to $1,000 in gas fees, how important this is. So this can drive the digital artwork. And this isn't what they're telling me. Once I found out that you can do NFTs without the gas fees, now you're looking at being able to go on the digital artwork and really start generating some without that negative loss. It's going to, it's really going to the miners and stuff, but that doesn't help the retail investor aspect, which is I kind of consider us to be.
Okay. That's amazing. There you go, guys. So again, I know we're all locked in on Robinhood and it's a huge catalyst, but there you go. The blockchain, the gaming, NFTs, and whatnot. So we have a new member, Golden Godless. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Come join us in Discord, please, and thank you. So you should be able to find a link, or someone can post a message there for you in the chat. There you go. So another question, which has been, I know we Robinhood has been huge, but something that's becoming a catalyst here now is the fact that CoinMarketCap increased the coins in circulation. You've heard about that, right? So what do you think about that whole?
Yeah, I don't know why the news came out because I just kind of feel it in my mind. It's probably an attack from another token. Is where that news probably came from. Yeah. The one thing to keep in mind is that Shib is a deflationary token, which means they're not adding anymore. Yeah. Everything is going to get burned off, and they cannot add any more to the supply. It's technically impossible. The cap and all of that is just bad data on their side. I don't know where they're pulling it, but the Satoshi did come out and issue a public statement. Specifying that. and I think most people are okay with it, but there is a lot of animosity in the Doge world, but
Yep.
it's because they're trying to protect their investment, right?
It
And when you
is.
have
It
both
is.
of them up,
It is.
earlier they were both going up in the same
Yep.
direction, or maybe I should think that way.
Yep. Yep.
But but oftentimes they're going opposite directions to where it looks like people are pulling money out of one and sticking it into the other,
Exactly.
right? So
Exactly.
you do have to kind of understand where they're coming
Yep.
because this is their financial future.
Exactly. No, no, it's been funny. Like we call it the dog fight or whatever. But it's been really interesting to see one going up. And when you read the comments in the chat as well, you can see people. You can see it played on in the chat as it is like on stream here. Everyone's like, okay, I'm selling my Doge to buy Shiba. I'm coming back, guys. Don't worry. But again, you can see that reflected,
Yeah.
going up in opposite directions. So which is okay. But speaking of all the influence, I know we call you Mister. We're calling you Mr. Sheep now, but what do you think of this sort like people like Mark Cuban and Elon and these guys just having so much influence in the crypto world?
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, I mean, I've studied blockchain for a while. I'm a computer science PhD student. I've been in the industry now for 20 years since I got out of the military. So I understand the technology, I understand how it all works, but I never really saw it breaking out into the real world, right? And then when Mark came out and he was talking about the utility of Doge as a payment coin, I was like, yeah, that's starting to make sense to me. And I really got in it like full. I mean, I kind of dabbled, over the years and stuff, mined this and did that, a couple coins here and there. But, come May, I was all in. In fact, I was all in just to watch it all crash.
Yeah.
We went on a family vacation in June
Yeah.
to South Carolina, with my wife's whole family, and everyone's having a great time. And I watched the stock market crash because of China and Bitcoin.
Yep.
And I'm no longer having fun. My wife's like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you being such a dick?" I didn't want to say like, "Yeah, 30 grand. It's now 5." So, but I was like, in the stock world, I would have had stops in there and stuff. But I was watching the volatility with this stuff and knew that anything that I knew, all my rules were really kind of out the window. I had to kind of come up with some new ones, and I'm still trying to work on that. But I was like, you know what? Bitcoin's the future. I know this. Ethereum is going to come back. I know this. ICP, yes, they're the future of the internet. They're going to come back. I know this. I got that one wrong. But it's like I bought them all the way down from 700. I think they're going to be the future. Just people aren't paying attention to them yet. So they're my sleeper for the future. But then, and I had XLM, and I'm spread out around 20 different tokens. But then as they consolidated or stuttered or kind of went into the red, I did tax loss harvesting and transferred that into Shib. And then I had moved all my dead coins kind of into Shib right before it went 300. And then after that, it was like, well, I can put a stop loss anywhere and still walk away with a very nice trade. And like right now, people are like saying, "Oh, it's crashing." I'm like, "No, dude, it's gone up like 600%. If it comes down 10%, that's okay. It's not crashing." The chart is amazing. I mean, and it's holding that trend line. I mean, it pops it a little bit, but it's holding that trend line pretty well.
Yeah, it is. Let me take a look at the chart. Actually, just speaking of the chart looking amazing, let me take a look at. We've looked at the daily already. Let me take a look at the hourly here. Shiba is going for 71. Look at that, guys. As Shannon is talking, we are going. So there you go again. So if I zoom out here a little bit again, forget my lines, Shannon, because we've talked about this stuff so much. It's the Rockets, it's Kevin Hart, it's baby sheep rocket, it's everything on the chart. So pardon my mess here, but again, take a look at this. Like look at where we've come from, like all the way down there, and like this drop here is making people panic, right? So, but again, if I zoom in here on the hourly time frame, you see where we're finding support here at 65, right? Again, pump failing at the 80 level there, right? So that again, 80, 85 there, 80 especially here, right? And back to 65, up again, and 65. So holding and flagging and going sideways. Like we mentioned earlier, again, it's important for these things to build a floor, build a, build that launch pad and then go from there. So again, as long as Shiba holds 65 here for me on an hourly basis here, continues to close above that level, I'm completely fine with it. We just need to again break above the 65.5 level. I think Shannon said something at 60, 70, 70, 78, right? So again, this level right here, which is 75.5, you can see that we're struggling here, but we are also holding support. So if we can find a way to clear this level, break above that 80, guys, four more kicks back in. So again, that looks completely okay to me. Like this is healthy, right? So I think it was about a week, Shannon, like when we broke above 20. I'm calling it 20, but broke all the way to 35, and then sat in between like 24.5 to 30, and played around that range, and then exploded again, right? So
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with what Shiba is doing here. So
Yeah, it's actually quite healthy. In fact, if it would have dropped to zero, I think it would have picked it back up pretty quick.
yeah,
Because it did hit the 90, and I was kind of scared on that just because I was like, ugh. Because when people see red candles, I mean, they start panicking and they sell, and
yep,
they're losing all. Now, with a lot of other things that make sense, but with what I know, with what's coming, and most people don't even realize the Shib ecosystem, right? Once people actually get informed, then I think more people are actually going to come to it.
yeah,
I mean, when I bought into it, I had no idea about Bone, Leash, Shibarium, the whole ecosystem, or anything. All I really knew was about the community, and it was cheap.
yeah. There you go. We have a super chat from Golden Goddess. Thank you for the super chat. She says, "Oh, okay. You called me out the other day for not being a member of the Discord community, so this is me becoming a member. I really enjoy your channel. I'm very appreciative of your work. Let's get this money. There you go. Thank you for the super chat, Golden Goddess. Welcome to Discord. So there you
That's
go,
the equivalent of she was just like, I got you covered, bro.
I guess so. Yes, it is.
Don't stop dancing on me.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, guys. Again, don't forget to smash that like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you want to become a member, the link is pinned at the top. So if you have any questions as well, guys, please make sure you ask. If you feel like asking Shannon anything, please make sure you ask. Right. So Shannon, speaking of the future, what do you think of crypto in general and regulations?
Yeah, regulations is going to be tricky, but crypto in the future, I mean, a lot of people are worried about it if the United States is going to make crypto illegal. I can already tell you that I know that they won't.
Yeah.
And there's a couple reasons, right? They have the US dollar token that they've been minting and burning. You just kind of see it in the whale alerts, but they've been actively working on a crypto scheme for a while. In fact, they have an electronic bank in California, which that bank's only job is to store crypto keys that they've taken in confiscations. So yeah, they have a full digital bank that's got billions of dollars of Bitcoin and all of other tokens that they'll, eventually use for something. But yeah, they probably go to war with it. I don't know. And they're going to tax us off of our. They're looking to find a way to, tax us even more efficiently. I guess I should probably say. Yeah. Even down to and they got squashed, thank goodness, even down to the $600 level. Yeah. But regulation is going to come. Some regulations are good. I don't want people to think that all regulations are bad, but when you have the federal government involved with things, very rarely do they do anything better, right? when it, you just kind of see things always kind of get messed up.
Hmm.
So I think our biggest issue now is for, anyone inside the United States that's listening, or really even just around the world.
Yeah.
If you're in a democracy and you're able to vote, make sure you're vetting your representatives for their crypto initiatives. There's a lot of people who are scared of crypto, right? And they think it's all, black market money and it's evil. Right. And then, so that's one of the things I'm trying to do with like the community aspects. There's a lot of people in Congress, right, that actually own cryptos. A lot of them, are probably going to be a little bit more knowledgeable and protect them. But we don't have representatives up there now that even understand Twitter and Facebook. How are they going to understand a blockchain? They're just not going to. We have to start electing technologists, right? People who have been in the industry, who care about people to the point to where they're not power politicians or trying to do it for the rest of their life. We get in there, we do term limits, we set things right, we make sure we have good regulations on a decentralized government if we've got to. I mean, we can decentralize our money, we can decentralize our government if we need to. So I mean, crypto's kind of taught me that we can decentralize almost anything now. Especially after going against China, right? Bitcoin in China to me was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen because they got smacked twice in the same year and Bitcoin just hit an all-time high, right? I mean, that's something the maxis can be proud of.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Let me see if there are any questions here in the chat for you. I think we have a new member, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Amber says we're the best community. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. There you go. Cinderella says, yes, Shannon, fully agree. Can you see the comments? Can you see the comments in the chat? You can?
I can now. I had it on a private chat thing,
Okay,
but I just
there you
went
go. There you go. So, there you go. So there's a question here from Gary. Gary sent me a question asking to ask Shannon. Shannon, what do you think about cryptocurrency changing, potentially changing third world countries? What do you like? Do you have a?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already seeing that, right, with the
Mhm.
donation of Shib to India, but
Yeah.
and as many of the followers you have on the channel right now, a lot of people are from
Yeah.
India or South America,
Yeah.
in the countries to where a little bit of Shib goes a long ways to some of these people, right?
Mhm.
And they're really relying on a lot of the rest of us to kind of really drive the price of Shib up to help their quality of life in some of the areas where they live, right? And a lot of people, this will kind of this is a complete change of the way they're going to be able to live. I know it already, just talking about even some people in the US that I've kind of been on some spaces and I've made some, friends across the country, and they're talking about how, how they're basically mining crypto to buy milk,
Yeah.
right?
No.
So yes. And this is what drives me nuts. And I know I'm a politician, but I don't actually really like talking about politics and crypto at the same time. But this is what drives me nuts with the Biden tax plan, and he's going to tax people's cryptos, but he's not going to raise taxes on anyone, making more than $400 or less than $400 or $400,000 a year. But when you tax crypto, when you go after crypto the way it is, they don't understand the microcosms of what crypto really is, right? They're thinking about, oh, this guy made a lot of money, we want some of it. This guy made a lot of money, we want some of it, right? They're not thinking about the people in Cambodia or Vietnam that are actively trading, and they can only buy Shib because they can't afford Dogecoin, right? And so the 20 or 30% or the 300 that goes up is life changing, no matter what money they put into it.
Exactly. No, it's amazing because we've heard a lot of stories like that. From I think we have a co-host. Her name is Nas. I'm not sure if you've seen her on the show, but she talks about how her family is from from where's Nas from again, guys? somewhere in the Middle East, right? She talks about how there are a lot of families in there, especially with COVID, that like have no way of with everything that's going on over there. Like COVID is really bad over there, and there are a lot of families over there that have no way of making any type of money, and like crypto is giving them a way. Is really helping them out. So that's yeah, Iran. There you go, Gary. Thank you. So crypto is pretty especially the smaller tokens, stuff like Sheep and Dogecoin, it's amazing. So there you go. Well,
I
Bobby,
did see one of the questions to go through and ask me what my position was on. I don't know if it was on recreational or medical marijuana, but I'm supporting it both.
okay, there you go. There you go. Bobby says, yeah, Bobby, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. When Robinhood, well, I don't know. Do you have anything to say about Robinhood, Shannon?
I don't. I mean, I have confirmed that the rumors are rumors.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I do have a theory. If people want to hear it, and it's been money the last 4 or 5 nights. I don't know if y'all watch, but every time Shib takes a dip around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time,
Yep.
Except for one was like a little earlier, one a little later, but like it's been getting a massive buy spike. So big money's coming in. It seems to be consistent, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was an exchange or whatnot.
Okay.
If they announce before the end of the year, it wouldn't surprise me. I think they're probably losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
I followed, their earnings, and they're doing more of their business in crypto and Doge. They did pretty well on it, but it is consolidating, right? It's not going to the moon right now, and until it does, they're going to have to diversify a little bit, and they're going to have to do it with some of these altcoins.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think Doge is about, what is it, 60 something percent of their revenue. So
yeah, it's huge.
So if they need a savior, Shannon, well, Shiba's here waiting, and it's ready to go for potentially $1 or whatever it wants to go to. So come on.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I don't think the market cap arguments really hold water. I've been talking to a lot of financial analysts and stuff. I mean, it holds water in the stock world, but crypto's, while we use the same kind of charts, and some people might use the same EMAs or whatever and the same rules, it's really not the same thing. So, and that's some of the things that I have a hard time with. You're right, trying to find the right EMA, or hey, when am I going to get out? Because in a stock world, if I'm day trading, I'm going to dump it, when it breaks this line here, and then buy some more when it crosses back up. But with the gas fees and transaction fees, and getting that price point you want with some of these tokens, you can't day trade them that way. So my rules are completely different.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, it's yeah. Let's see here if there are any more questions here for you, Shannon. For the market cap, or Justin, that's what you agree with Shannon in terms of like market cap is not necessarily important. Okay, there you go. So Justin says our stocks in a regulated central exchange is apples and oranges to a currency in such a young space. There you go.
Now it might change with the way the SEC is going to add regulations. Because right now you can do stock or stop loss harvesting in or crypto, but you can't do it in stocks. But they may start trying to regulate the two the same, and I think that'll mess up the industry a little bit.
Speaking of day trading, do you day trade quite a bit?
I used to. Now I'm holding. When I first got into crypto, I was more of a day trader. Or then it kind of turned into swing trading, because I couldn't really. I would day trade on Pro, I'd swing trade on Robinhood, and I would hold on crypto.com just because of the different formats, prices, and how I liked it to mess with it.
No, because there was a comment in the chat here about the halts, and I just wanted to see if you've been following the market the last month or two, last 2 weeks, to compare the halts in the stock market. Just crypto and the exchanges, just going in for maintenance or whatever at the perfect time. So, no regulation makes crypto the trading winner. No regulation, Mitch. Mitch says no regulation makes crypto the trading very dangerous. They cheat all the time, left and right.
Well, one thing that you have to keep in mind is crypto not being regulated doesn't mean that it's not being watched, right? We have governance tokens and stuff in many of these. Shib's got one, it's their bone token. ICP has governance tokens. I mean, most of them have governance tokens. And as long as, and here's the caveat that in the crypto thing, you know, as long as those governance tokens aren't owned by a government, then we have a free trade society and all of that. And then the people regulate it, right? We don't necessarily have to have the government to regulate it because the people regulate it. We only need the government when we fail to actually do it. A lot of times we're saying we're too stupid to figure it out when we bring the government in my opinion. But there's some truth to a statement, but we also overregulation is terrible. In fact, kind of only on this point of overregulation in the state of North Carolina, it is illegal for my kids to go out and open a lemonade stand on the corner because they don't have a big kitchen that's been inspected, and all the government regulations means my kid can't go out there and sell lemonade for 25 cents. Yeah. Wow. And when I was a kid, everyone had a lemonade stand. Yeah. Right. So
that's absolute rubbish. Wow.
It kind of shows, you know, when government overreach gets involved, don't mess up my crypto. That's going to be my motto.
There you go.
After one more zero.
Yeah. So you look at one more zero. Is that what you're saying?
One more zero. Yeah, well, that zero is important to me, right? Because we drop that zero, we go up just a little bit in the next one. Now I have $100,000 for my donation for homeless vets. Yeah. So people are like, "Why are you so passionate about Shib?" Look, this is the way I'm going to give back to my brothers and sisters in arms. It's not just the Shib community I'm fighting for, right? It's the veteran community as well. Yeah. So yeah, I'm all in.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I think you talked a little bit about the like your veteran Shib position there. I don't know if you want to go a little bit more into detail, because we're getting quite a few more people that are joining, and they might not be aware of what you're doing with the Shib community and the veterans.
Yeah. So one of the things that brought me into the Shib space was actually the power of AMC and GameStop and looking at the price of Shib back in September. And then on September 11th, I made the decision to buy 100 million Shib and then donate that wallet to a homeless veteran cause. From there, it's now gained 301 million Shib. The account's worth roughly 30,000, if down, up, depending on wherever our price market is. Although I like Shib over 70. I guess I can actually see that on this screen too. I don't have to keep looking over there. But yeah, so and then since then, I was at the North Carolina State Fair last week, and I met with some folks at the Peace booth, and they were looking to do. They already have a homeless veteran program, so I'm going to be meeting with them. But I'm also meeting with some builders here in North Carolina because if we hit the price point, I'm just going to quit my job and start building houses. Yeah. Basically, well, not me personally, because I'm an IT geek. I don't even know what side of the hammer to use, but that's the NFT I created. That was my first one, but it kind of meant a lot, right? I have the little 1 cent dream in the corner. Got our veterans on top. Plank owner, anyone's been in the military, that's an original member, like an OG. Right. And then both of those QR codes go to different things, and then they had the initial wallet address. I've since moved the money to a wallet that can just be monitored, because the initial one was in a Coinbase Pro wallet. And then people were trying to do an ether scan on it to make sure see if I was scamming them or not. But the way Coinbase Pro does it, you don't actually hold it. You just have an IOU, and then your stuff's out being rotated. So they're like, "You're scamming people." And I'm like, "Oh, no, I promise you. A, I'm not asking for your money, but B, this is my reputation on the line." So then I moved it to a Coinbase permanent wallet, and and
Yeah.
put it up there.
Okay. There you go. Do you mind if I post a link to this?
Oh
To
yeah,
this?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there you go. So
And
there you go.
if anyone's interested, I have 8 more of those, but the price is still the same. It's 100 million Shib, so
Yeah.
I don't plan on selling them, but
Yeah.
they're there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's for the homeless veteran cause, and if I don't raise another penny, I'm happy because the Shib community is driving this price up, and it's already now to a level that I would be proud to donate.
Yeah. There you go. Let's go back over to the charts. Nothing. Yeah, honestly, again, like this is completely fine. Like, you've heard Shannon say, completely happy with this thing sitting above 70. Like, I'm happy with it, all the way down to 65 as well. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it bounces pretty hard off that support. Every time
Yeah.
it hits, man, you just see it candle up.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
exactly.
it breaks down off that, that might be a little concern, but yeah, it's strong support there.
Yeah, it's almost like we're doing this, like we like I like to show a whole bunch of charts here, but like take a look at like the right hand corner there, like that accumulation phase, where we hit that 65 and the dip is bought, right, over and over again. So as long as you hold that level for now, like it's completely fine. So, so as long as we keep bouncing, guys, it's completely okay there. So. For bringing on the fire Saturday morning, Isaiah. There you go. Any more questions for Shannon, guys? Please make sure we don't want to leave here without asking Mr. Sheep all the questions we have. Please and thank you. There you go. No, that's all. That's awesome. Recycled. Yeah, it's a pretty cool NMT. There you go. Nah, confirmation. There's not Maurice. There's not confirmation yet, right? So until Robinhood says yes, it's all a rumor for now, all speculation. So, and also, by now, again, before Robinhood lists anything on the platform, there's usually an announcement and a beta testing phase, right? So nothing like that has really happened. So uh, for now, we wait.
Yeah, and
For,
you're early, right?
yeah,
I think it's gonna happen.
yeah,
So just make sure you have enough Shib for when it does happen.
yeah.
And that's something that, look, that kind of news is something you might want to actually sell into and then buy
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy it,
So,
news comes, sell, drops, buy, hold.
yeah. Yeah. Almost like Doge Day or SNL, like those type of events usually buy the hype saw the news. So yeah.
Yeah, that's you always sell into the news, right? You accumulate and buy when it's boring.
Yeah.
And I knew better. I knew I should have sold that stuff when Elon was going to get on TV,
Yeah.
but I didn't. And now, when you're trading crypto, you got to sell into the news. When you're holding crypto, you don't have to worry about news.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a question we always ask Shannon. Like why are you buying? Is it a long term investment? Because if it is, then there shouldn't really be any panicking when we're dropping because you've done your research and you're willing to hold. But if you're trading, and then be ready, be ready, right? So no panicking. We're getting a lot of comments in the chat. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I did see someone ask about Saitama. I do
Yeah, I
own
was gonna
about
say
15 billion of
Okay.
that. I bought it a while back, around the $100 limit, and now it's worth over 1,000. I like it. I don't watch it a lot
Yeah.
because it's hard to buy. I don't pimp it because it's hard to buy.
Yeah.
But every once in a while when I think about it, I'll go check my wallet.
Yeah. And then do some fist bumps.
And then I don't know, see if I'll do a fist bump or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's my original investment is now 4 digits. So
Oh, nice.
which it's so early on that one.
Yeah.
Hardly any exchanges, right? So if that drops a couple zeros, then we're good. So one of the things that I'm starting to pick up in the crypto world is I'm starting to think, on the new coins that are kind of really cheap and you don't know if they're going to be effective or not.
Yeah.
Putting $30-$40 on it, and if it goes, that's okay. I'm just spending that money and it's gone.
Yeah.
But if it hits, then I'll take that money back out and then use house money and then just kind of keep seeding those little ones, right?
Yeah.
And just kind of like growing weeds because you never really know which one. You got baby dogs, you got baby Shiba, you got daddy Shiba, you got I get all these people saying, "Hey, check out this token," and I'm like, I'm trying to. Yeah, the best way to get me to check something out is just send me some, and then I'll start watching the chart.
Okay, well, that I was gonna ask you because again, the community has really been looking into like Saitama and also like Dogelon, right? So again, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good if you can put a little into each of those. Saitama, I'm meeting with the COO tomorrow, and I just kind of want to talk about his roadmap and stuff. But it was cheap enough to me that it was even cheaper than Shib. So the problem with Saitama though is I paid a gas fee that was more than what I bought, but it's grown so much I've forgiven that.
Okay, there you go.
But you do have to pay attention to that. So I do think it's going to hit an exchange soon, though. So once Saitama hits an exchange, I think that thing's going to probably drop a couple zeros.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, guys. Again, it's the same thing we've been saying here for quite a bit, right? There's nothing wrong with putting a little bit of money in these smaller ones that you're willing to lose and then go from there. Nothing wrong with that at all. In the weed world, you get rid of you get rid of what? In the weed world, you get rid of the daddies, ladies only.
That sounds good. I can actually spend that a couple different ways too.
Yeah. Orion is asking here if you've heard of this one here.
I've never actually heard of that one.
Okay. Because I know that's another one that's again, here you go, right? And the comments keep rolling in. It's like
I'm gonna look. Hold on. Let me write it down.
So that's one for you, and so that.
Because Monero is another one that I've been mining and getting ready to look into as well.
Okay.
Right.
And this one as well.
That one I've seen a couple times, but anything that has all these Dogecoin names and stuff scares me. But it doesn't mean that they're not good. I just have to kind of look at them and make sure they have utility. I don't typically buy anything that doesn't have a utility or a purpose.
Okay.
So unless I see that, because then I know even if it goes down on me, that it'll go back up, right? But if something doesn't have a utility or purpose, it can just be a rug pull and you're done.
Yeah. So you avoid all of these like Shiba Inu, baby mama Doge, all these. You just avoid those ones.
Well, I'm starting to look at them just to see if there's any merit to them. But because creating your own blockchain or creating your own token is pretty easy, right? You can do it in a couple minutes. But there's some of them that are actually really good, and there's so many of them, it's kind of hard to process.
Yeah.
So like this afternoon, I'm going to be sitting down, kind of evaluating a bunch. And then tomorrow, I have before the kids get home, I have a block of time blocked out before craziness happens.
Okay, sounds good. So speaking of a bunch, you spoke to Mindy already with in terms of getting this all set up. And one of her favorite, cryptos is Algo. She's asking if you've heard of it or what you think about it.
I haven't heard of it.
Okay.
But if Mindy says to do it, I definitely have to go check it out.
Okay, there you go. What about ADA?
Oh, yeah, I was in ADA early on. It was one of the ones that stuttered, and then I moved to Shib.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it has merit. I think it's going to move. Just right now, it'll probably pick up some more after I see it kick up.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Algo is yes, Brad. Okay. There you go, Brad. Speaking of regulations, and since again from a political point of view here, and all the smaller tokens, like these copycats, like Daddy Doge, what do you think the future has in store for these ones here? Like
I don't know, and I just saw someone pop up on the Tiger King one. And I wrote Tiger King off just because of the name. But it actually has an awesome chart. Yeah. I saw it the other day. And I just right now I'm just buying the dips and Shib, but once things get going and I'm no longer watching the chart, I do think I'm going to probably drop something in, the T King and a couple of the other ones just to because it's kind of like fantasy football. Once you put a little investment in it, you're a little kind of watching it, and then you start paying attention to those teams you wouldn't normally pay attention to, like Browns and stuff.
Like the Browns. Hey, I watched the
There's
Browns
any
for a
Cincinnati
long
folks out
time.
there.
I knew they were so bad, but I watched the Browns for a long time, just hoping they'd win. Just hoping and cheering for them. Like, come on, nope, come on, nope.
Well, born and raised a Saints fan, and they lost for the first 30 years of my life. So it's fun now, but back then, man, it was rough.
Yeah. There you go. Again, guys, don't forget to don't forget to smash a like, guys. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and all the fun stuff. Let me see if there are any more questions here for you. Lake Wood says, Mr. Shannon Bray, do you think Sheep can hit 0.001 by a year today?
A year today.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's tough because see, that's 0.005 is where my target, where I think where either Shib hits and it either explodes or just kind of stagnates. But I like 0.001 too. It's really going to come down to Shibarium and how that adoption works. In my mind, it's going to be amazing. But will the rest of the crypto world, you see it the same way that I do? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's going to be tough, but 0.001 is going to produce a lot of millionaires, right? A lot of financial freedom people around the world. And, I don't know if your governments are ready, right? Because, people get mad when I say government's all about control, but, I mean, that's what it is with the socialism programs and all that stuff. You have to abide by certain rules, and it's all control. And when you're bouncing out a brand new millionaire, you're like, like Janet Jackson or whatever. So, I just kind of deviated a little bit, but
that's okay. Varys is asking, where's Shannon from?
I live in North Carolina now, right outside Raleigh, but I was born and raised in South Louisiana, like New Orleans, home of Thibodeau area. Like The Water Boy, if you ever watched that movie, that's my people.
Okay. Here you go. What's this? Hot trades. Breaking news, Satoshi has spoken about a 3 billion Shiba reward. I don't know because I'm locked into this live stream. That's new to me.
I haven't heard about that yet, but I can find out about it after this call.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, no, we're just here to hang out with you so as long as whenever you're ready to call it a day.
Oh no, I may go fill up my champagne glass real quick, but I can hang out for a minute.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right, guys, I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Super chat from Moniker. Saito will be an Ethereum killer, fastest blockchain. Okay, cool. Not that I'm aware of, Sarah Van Ann. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. Stealing your. Mindy is stealing other people's. Mindy, is that what you're doing? You're stealing people from other channels to come here. Unbelievable. Let's go, Mindy. Mindy puts in the work, guys. Mindy puts in that work. No doubt there. That's funny. That's perfect, Mindy. You do you. Do you? Let's see here. You've heard of the rumors about Amazon potentially accepting sheep? Have you any of those?
Yeah, I've actually heard that.
Okay.
And I don't know if they have to require now payments for it yet or not, but I do believe that you can actually use Shib on Amazon right now. I haven't tried it, but if they can, I think it's probably through now payments.
Yeah, there you go.
Pardon me.
Yep. A question here from Robert. It says, I would like to hear a bit about Shibarium.
I'm not as knowledgeable on Shibarium outside the fact that it's their own blockchain and it's going to remove gas fees and it's going to be extremely beneficial to the NFT community. But if you shoot me a DM or a message or whatever, I will hook you up with the guys who can break it down for you.
There you go.
And they'll break it down to, I listen to them and it's an awe. But hearing them describe it, it's got good utility.
There you go.
Especially after you spend $900 on gas fees.
Yep. Yeah. Super chat from Shiham. Can you ask a big media outlet to say 41% of the holders are from Binance or dead wallets? They are spreading wrong rumors about Wells holding cheap. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't actually know. This was a conversation that I had yesterday with another Shib holder who I respect in the cybersecurity world, and we were looking at a way to try to find a way to prove that. But I don't actually know enough about that topic to dive into it. To be honest with you, I just trust the people who have told me that those wallets are dead versus them being live wallets. To the fact that I think they all say dead in them, right? With leak speak, which doesn't seem like a legitimate address, which to me would be dead.
We get a lot of this. We get this question all the time, Shannon. Should I buy sheep now? Should I buy sheep or should I sell sheep? What are you thinking?
Well, I would say buy, especially looking at the chart now. I mean, you're below the trend line, and anytime you're below that trend line, to me, is a good buy signal for sheep, especially if you're going to hold it. Because I'm expecting it's going for a squeeze, right? And it's got an upward trajectory. So it's going to break through that squeeze once it hits 78 and it's going to pop. Now, that's just my opinion. I definitely wouldn't sell here. In fact, I haven't sold any of my Shib at all. To me, we're going to drop a zero, and I need all of the Shib I can get now to maximize that. So selling, in my opinion, is not smart, but that's just me.
Yeah, exactly. Not financial advice. They just So what would so we have Eric. Thank you for the support, Eric. Frederick, new member as well. Thank you very much, Frederick. Really appreciate that. So the malls in the channel are going to help you out, Frederick, in terms of what you need to do that next. So there you go. Oh, you are Chris? Okay, there you go. Says
Woo! Who that?
There you go. So speaking of buying and holding and to get rid of another zero, like is there something that's going to change your mind? Like if we break below 65 or 60, like is there anything that's going to
if it got gotten into, if it dipped down into like the 40s, now I'm starting to like reconsider some stuff. Okay. Because it was still a huge profit for me. Right. But now I'm going to start evaluating, and I'd probably still hold a lot of it, but I would definitely take some of it off and then buy it back when I felt like there was a bottom. But there's so much support there, right? We have good support around 66. I don't think we'll ever see 50s again.
Okay. Well, I hope not. I hope not. Shiba, Fauzi, EMC accepting Shiba.
Not yet.
Just a petition, right. So, what do you think of that whole, like
like
Shiba, AMC?
Yeah. The AMC and the Shib communities have a lot in common. And I really respect the work the AMC groups are doing. I mean, they are actually trying to fight legislation, right? They are moving. They are, gathering the troops, and I think they're an amazing group and effort. And I actually lost my train of thought. I apologize. I started talking about AMC, and then what was the actual question?
Let's go back here again. Just speaking on the fact that AMC, is looking to asking the community, should we accept Shiba or Doge? So.
I like that. I saw that tweet come out yesterday, and that's probably my retweet first thing in the morning. And I think most people are going to start to accept Shib. I mean, I actually bought my desk with Shib, right?
Oh, wow.
I had to kind of like manipulate that myself, but I wanted, and I won't show it now. I got all sorts of stuff on it, but I put a couple of pictures, out that I posted on. But yeah, that big wooden desk, that was all Shib.
Wow,
So
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I didn't want to be a Shib guy. I didn't. It wasn't my highest holding. It did that on its own. Like I had little money all over the place, and then Shib was like, "Hey, here I am." People are like, "Oh, you know what? That's a shit coin. It's gonna crash." And I'm like, "Dude, I put $5,000 in Doge. I put $5,000 in Shib. Doge, I had to sell for a loss, and Shib, I've got 6 figures in. So I don't understand why you're telling me I made a bad choice. Right? I actually chose both. One did well. One I had to sell for a loss.
There you go.
It's just math.
Yeah. I think you again. Daniel says, "I like this guy." Here you go. We like it. We like
Champagne always works Saturday mornings too.
There you go. So Mindy's asking here if you. I know you spoke a little bit about staking. I don't know if you stake your Shib at all or anything.
Yeah, I stake right now. I'm staking on crypto.com. It was because I did a 3-month staking. I understand that you can make more on Shiba Swap and get bone and leash and stuff. But I am a big fan of crypto.com because it was my first major exchange that had good customer service. Coinbase kind of left me hanging in a little bit, but I'm with them too. But crypto.com, I mean, I've got their card. Love it. The Crow CRO, amazing for me. Bought it at 10 cents. Right now it's floating around 20 to 22 cents.
Nice,
but yeah, so I stake on there and they give me 3%. Although I saw a movie or a YouTube video this morning, Max, or I'll have to go back and check his name, says that there's a place to stake it at 11%. So I'm going to go hunt that place down.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I stake a lot of things on crypto.com because they pay you like weekly into like a little folder, and I just kind of watch it build up. It's kind of nice.
From next is Bray, peace and love from Edmonton. Berta, we love you.
Woohoo!
From all the way from Canada. Here you go. So
I have some good friends in Canada, eh?
Yes.
When I was working with Microsoft, I had I got like a lot of Canadian friends, but I love Canada. Great diving up there too.
Brad is saying here, all these small tokens dilute the money that could potentially be put towards one coin. Just have to wait and see which one works best. People do rotate all, like, whichever one's picking up steam, people just rotate back and forth, which is okay. So there you go. Lawyer's asking, what is staking? What is staking? I don't know if you want to touch on this, but it's just okay. Yeah,
it's just a way that you can loan your money to an exchange, and then they can sell it, rotate it, do whatever they want with it, and then they give you a certain percentage. Most of crypto.com is like 3%. Some, if you do their Crow one, it's like 12. And then like Binance, I think they have their own coin, and if you stake that, it's worth a lot more. So you want to look around different places and stake where you're going to get your most value. But you also stake only things that you're really going to hold. Right? Because I have a new friend. I met him the last couple of weeks. This dude's amazing, but he's a Shib millionaire, right? And depending on where we are, he's like a 1.9 million. But right now he might be down 500,000. It's a tough conversation to have with his wife. And I were talking about this yesterday, right? But he staked. which he's glad he staked, right? Because he had said that if I wasn't staked, I would have sold Shib around $400,000 and, just paid off my house and moved on.
Yeah.
But now I'm worth almost 2 million, but I still can't get it out.
Yeah.
Right. But he's constantly getting very large rewards.
Yeah.
But so that's the trick, right? Staking can have huge upsides. And I'm glad he staked it because he's going to make so much more money because he's forced to hold it. In fact, if you guys don't have the discipline to hold, stake it.
Yep.
I mean, if you're one of these people who are watching charts and like, oh my God, do I have to sell it? Just stake it and just forget about it. Right. Because if you're on a trigger, you're losing money. Right. Because what happens is you sell it and you're like, oh, it's going back up. I got to buy it. Right. And you got all these gas fees. You got all these other fees. Your average cost dollars are all screwed up and you're not making any money. Where if you just kind of hold, cost average down, if you believe in it. Right. If you don't believe in Shib, sell it, get out, don't come back. But if you believe in it, average cost down, buy into it, it'll turn around, come back up. You're going to make your money back. Take some profit off if you need to, put more money in. I mean, that's really all it comes down to. But I mean, I believe in this token, period.
There you go. That's very important when you talk about like dollar cost averaging. You have to do the research and you have to believe in it. You don't want to be averaging down on something that's absolute rubbish, right? There's no point in doing that because you're going to end up losing. So before you average down,
I didn't mean to cut you off, but also don't put all your money in at that one point.
Yeah.
Save some so that if it does go down, you'll be like, oh yeah, now I can get it on discount.
Yeah.
Right? And if it goes down, I can get it on discount.
Yeah.
And if it goes up, it's okay. You already got some. But didn't wait till it dips. Red is discount.
Yeah. And you can still buy on the way up. You're just protecting yourself if something happens, right? Yeah. We've seen Shiba like make do some funny things when Bitcoin is going down, right? So the other night as well, when it went from like 60 all the way to 40 whatever, right? That was a nice dip buy opportunity, or 80 all the way to 50 whatever. That's another opportunity, right? So leave some cash on hand.
What about that? Did you catch that Binance issue that they had Bitcoin breaking the all-time high and all of a sudden Binance had dropped down to $8,000?
Yep.
There's actually people who had triggers down there. They got picked up.
How? Like, how is that possible?
Yeah, so they bought Bitcoin at $8,000 and sold it at $60,000.
Wow. Imagine though, like imagine.
Instant rich, right?
Imagine. Like 10K in that's like a dream come true for everyone. Wow.
Yeah.
That's madness. But how does that even happen? Like, how does that happen?
That just had to be a data glitch because no other exchange did it.
Okay.
But they all have different highs because they all operate off their own algorithms, right? Yeah. And then they also are watching other ones so that they can kind of keep the prices around the same. But they're always going to be a little different. Crypto.com is always a little higher on when you see it, but when you try to go buy it, you buy it high, you sell it low. That's how they make their money, kind of like Robinhood.
Exactly. No, it's funny because last week when Shiba was moving higher, there were a lot of questions like, why is Coinbase all the way at 77, 80, and 90? Like, why is Binance still at 60? Like, what's going on? They're all just a little bit different, They say it's free, it's free, but all that little, I don't know if you want to call it.
Those free ones are just gouging you in the middle.
Yep.
They actually make more money than the other ones. But as long as you're if you're trading using limits, then those kind of exchanges are awesome. It just takes you a little longer to fill your orders, right? But if you're buying on market, that's where they stick it to you because you're going to get it and then the price is going to go up as you're buying it up. And then you go back and look at your market order. You're like, wow, that wasn't a good price at all. Yeah. But so limit orders are the best way to go if you're into trading. If you're into holding, I don't really think it matters.
Yeah, exactly. Brad says we need to have more politicians on here.
Well, all the other ones are trying to work on getting elected. Me,
exactly.
I just throw it into the wind and just say,
I know, yeah. But that's what makes you so so amazing though, right? So there you go. Speaking of that advertising or whatever that is here by let's see what this is. Give me a second here. Yeah, so it's this thread here. So no sheep tokens are we okay. This no sheep tokens were added to the circulation supply. So to fight the FUD, myself, Allah, are each offering 1 billion sheep to anyone that can prove through an ether scan transaction that tokens were added to the sheep circulation supply. Allow me to recap. There you go. And then he's going and he's wow, he is not happy about this, Shannon. Like he is
No,
not
no,
happy
because that
about
stuff kind of tanks the price, right? We would have
yeah,
already dropped to zero if it wasn't for shit like this.
yeah. So
But this is fine because I didn't want to drop a zero. We cannot have crypto shoot up this fast.
yeah,
This is good because this would have drove it straight down
yeah.
had we not built support.
Exactly, exactly. So let me see if I want to go through these points here. So he's saying, if you are new to Sheep Army, please understand that our biggest FUD has revolved around us being scammers, when actually we are just normal people trying to make a difference. Roishi once said to me in private that it's hard for people to believe we are what we say we are. Interesting. The panda, the panda. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. So incredible stats like being up 6 million% this year, or never paying an exchange for a listing, or the fact that we are fully decentralized, right? So is striking and impressive. We could be where could we be in 8 years or 8 months, right? And then this, right? Where could we be in 8 months or 8 years? A year, 8 years. There you go. And dogs walk awesome. Look. You see the indexes on there, the dogs and the awesomeness. There you go. Point number, what point is this here? Whatever that is. The crazy part is there are lots of scams out there. Be extra careful. I've seen everything from, in my opinion, slow rocks, uh, to just a website that looks cool and then poof. Worst of all, I've seen the promoters bragging about how much they have here on Twitter. Right? Cool. So why is this spot bad for sheep? And why during a pivotal moment in Sheep's history? Why? Because I don't think, and please correct me if I'm wrong here, anyone has ever seen a crypto like Sheep. I sure haven't. Shibarium said it well. There you go. They're afraid of us. They're afraid of us, Shannon. Is that what's going on there? Here you go. So, and then is this his last point? Yeah, it is, right? So he says, I sold 3 billion sheep to anyone that can show through Etherscan any tokens were added to the circulation supply. There you go. So that
That's
was
a lot of money.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, yeah, that's like $300,000 right now.
yeah.
So if you guys can prove that, get on it.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the man for his word. I'm not even gonna bother diving into
Exactly.
it because
I mean, if you're putting up that much money for someone to prove you wrong, like that's a lot of money. So, yeah. Things about sheep in the internet. Oh, question here from Mindy saying, ask you what do you think about again, like is around last week, and it broke the internet to call it, broke some of these exchanges. What do you think of that whole situation there? Coinbase going down, crypto going down, all these platforms just liquidity issues there or whatever.
well, I don't think
Well,
it was liquidity. I think it
yeah,
was basically a denial of service attack put
yeah,
on us by us,
hmm
right? People were trying to buy crypto at, I mean, because you just saw it. It was spiking. When everybody went down, everybody was in green candles. And all of a
yeah,
sudden, I was trying to buy more. I was like, oh my
yeah,
God. I just sold some of, I won't say which one it was, but I sold
Mhm.
it. And then I was trying to move it in because the candle was just moving, and I couldn't buy
Mhm.
for like 24 hours.
yeah,
It was on crypto.com, and I was like, oh, let me jump to Coinbase.
yeah,
Coinbase, I couldn't do it on.
yeah,
And then I jumped to Pro, I couldn't do it on. And then people were telling me that they couldn't do it on all sorts of other exchanges.
yeah,
It was such a massive buy order.
hmm
I think it just crashed everything.
yeah,
A lot of people were like, Coinbase is, I don't know, trying to be nefarious or whatever. But I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Coinbase, has contracts with the U.S. government on their security and what. In fact, Coinbase Wallet is actually what's behind the government's
Mm-hmm.
banking system
Mm-hmm.
for crypto. So I do trust Coinbase, and if something happens with them, I trust that they are gonna come through.
Yeah.
Their customer service sucks, but they're working on that, right?
Yeah.
But I do believe in them as a company, and I do believe them on at their security level too.
Okay. So you're not concerned for, we keep dropping some zeros and in the future it becomes an issue with people buying or selling and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any really. I don't really see Shib breaking down at all. I mean, it hasn't given me a sell signal since I've been in it. Not one that I would actually act on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when bad news is, but the problem is I don't want to get out of it and then lose that position because I really have solid cost base on that.
Yeah. There you go. It's a yeah. There you go. Any more questions in the chat, guys? Any more questions? Let us know, please, and thank you. Yeah, it's amazing. Like honestly, it's amazing. Like people are concerned and they're checking the charts like every minute, every second. But it's actually amazing that how Shib is just holding and just relaxing there. So I'm okay with that. So
Well, I love your channel. I didn't realize you had that feed going until this morning.
yeah,
Because so late at night, I've got like something running on my TV that I don't even care about, like cartoons or whatever.
yeah,
I'm probably half baked drinking. My wife is sleeping. I'm trying to watch stocks on my phone and then do Twitter. But now I'm going to bring your screen up, right? Just leave it up there. Now I can just kind of drift off into sleep.
Exactly.
Instead of reaching for my phone in the morning, I can just look at the screen and go, Trade has me covered.
Yep, of course. We dropped a zero.
I can wake up and go, oh yeah, that's good. Because once you put that light in and you're like, oh, somebody wants to get paid money, and then you got bills, and your cell phone your mom wants you to call her. You're just like, oh, that just ruined your sleep, right?
Yep.
Wake up with TV.
Yep. There's actually been quite a few members that tell us, they wake up in the middle of the night and their wives are like, yeah, you better put that phone away. Otherwise, you need to go somewhere else. Take her treats away. Or there you go. Yeah, Mindy. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash the like, guys. If you haven't already, if you like Shannon, which you guys do, smash the like. Let's get almost getting close to 1,000 people watching. So yeah, smash the like. Yeah. There you go. Nick says, welcome to the new world. 24/7.
Thanks for having me, Nick. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's become like an amazing family, honestly. Like we spend a lot of time together, like streaming, 24 hours. When Shiba was when she was breaking about 30 all the way to 50 there, we could not sleep. Like it was just nonstop streaming. And
Well, I was on space calls like this week for like maybe I probably spent 20 hours on space calls to the point where my wife last night was like, look, I don't want you bailing on me in the middle of the night. Go jump on some space call. Promise me. And I was like, babe, I don't have anything lined up. I promise. Yeah. Right. And she falls asleep. And then someone's saying, hey, we're starting space. Will you join? And I'm like, I can't. I made a promise to my wife. I wouldn't.
There you go.
But I do like to jump on them when I can. I just like to hear everyone else's experiences, and because it kind of helps me get into their mindset and kind of understand, the global economy, right? Because I see North Carolina, right? I understand the United States. I've traveled the world, in the military, and I've seen a lot of great stuff, and I've seen a lot of crappy stuff. But I've never really seen the opportunity to benefit the world like I do right now in crypto.
Yep.
So it's I'm excited.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. It's gonna be madness, guys. If Sheep starts running and dropping those zeros, it's gonna be absolute madness.
Oh yeah, once FOMO really starts kicking in,
Yep.
because right now they're just dabbling.
Yep.
Once it really starts kicking in,
Yep.
everyone who's on this call right now is when they're saying, "Oh, I'm holding," it, they're going to be selling. They're going
Yep.
to be like, "Oh, yep, that's my
Yep.
target number,"
Yep. You know what's funny though? Like I
like
you
that,
see,
like earlier.
yep. Yeah, but you know what's funny? Like we'd ask people in the chat, "Are you holding sheep? Like, are you selling it out?" They're like, "Nope, I'm holding sheep to the moon, holding to the moon." And then as soon as sheep is dropping and Doge starts rising, they're like, "Yeah, you know what, guys? That's my target. I'm rotating back to Doge." It's impressive how people like how quickly people move on. So
I will share all of my Sheeb wallet addresses, and you guys can monitor them all you want, and you'll only see that they purchase,
yeah,
not sell.
yeah. Here you go, guys. Is this a super chats here? So take a look at Dogezilla. Oh no, another more Doges. Among all the unleashed K9s, K9 coins, holding up pretty well. La, la, la. Okay, I'll take a look, Hectory. I can take a look later. So there you go. Yeah.
Floki's starting to get. I mean, I'm starting to hear about it, kind of like the same I did on Shib. So I may eventually break down and check it out, just
Mhm.
because it seems to have a lot of support somewhere because you just keep
Mhm.
hearing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know anything about it.
I know. And also Elon's tweets there. You were holding Doge when Elon would put out those tweets and it would just spike massively. Like,
Down, yeah.
yeah.
Elon's only cost me money.
Yep.
Elon hasn't made me money. So you
Wow.
saw my Elon tweet the other day where I stuck it to him. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm no. Every time I appreciate the man and his vision and stuff, but he does manipulate the market, right?
Yep. Yep.
And somebody asked him the other day, "Oh, did you own any Shiba?" He's like, "None." Right?
Yep.
Tanked.
Yep.
People are like calling me, like, "Oh my god, my phone's blowing up." I'm like, "Dude, just hold, right?" And then it hit what almost like maybe even the 66 if I remember it. And
Yeah.
boop, big green
Yep.
candle.
Yep.
And then there it went. So that told me that Elon didn't. He had an effect, but it's gone
Yep.
now. He's
Yep.
washed out.
Yep. Yeah, Elon has an effect. He had a huge effect on Doge previously. We would get massive spikes when he tweeted previously. Now it's like, oh, pump and dump, almost like just
Yeah,
algorithms like buying and selling
yeah,
over
he's
and over.
pumping and dumping us. But if he did the same tweet, like David said the other day, if he did the same tweet against Doge, it would have
Yeah.
killed it.
Yep.
It would have killed the token all the way down.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I
If
agree.
Mark Cuban does the same thing, it'd kill it. Right.
Yep.
So you have two personalities who can kill a token,
Yep.
but you can't do that in Sheep, right?
Mhm.
Because if it was possible, we would all be in the red right now.
Yep. There you go.
Excuse me, I have to go hit the restroom real quick.
Okay, sounds good. Too much wine. There you go. Will they fix the supply circulation, Robert? I have no idea, right? So, well, that's the plan. Well, I don't know if that's a plan, but that's the hope. No one knows, though, right? No one knows, Robert. So, again, hopefully they do, because if they do, that's going to be a nice catalyst, right? So, because that basically halted the run. So, again, they need to do that. Please and thank you. Market is how manipulated do you think, stewards? Yeah, let's leave that question off here for Shannon then. Tell him to send the wallet. Cody, why? Why do you need to see his wallet? No, absolutely, Robert. Again, right? So we don't know. We don't know where that came from in the first place. We don't know when they're gonna fix it, right? But that's gonna be a catalyst. If they can fix that stuff, you should see Shiba rise here nicely. So it's a crypto space has probably done more of a no. They make money then lose. Exactly right, Justin. Exactly for Elon. Yeah. Check. If you can check other coins, Mike, we'll see. We'll see if I check anything else today. We'll see, guys. I'm over the moon at the moment. Don Rome. Again, not elemental. Okay, okay, sounds good. Let me pull up that Twitter page here again, guys. If you're not sure who's on the show today, guys, it's Shannon Bray. All right, so I'm gonna pull up his Twitter page here again one more time because I know there are quite a few of you guys that are just joining. But yeah, this is Mr. Sheep, guys, Mr. Shiba. This the Elon of Shiba, guys. So there you go. Candidate for U.S. Senate 2022, veteran, PhD student, author, speaker. Yeah, there you go. Blockchain and all this, all and everything else, right? So yeah, so very cool. Just looking at the rest of your page here. I know you were when I saw again, like when I saw you this morning, with all the tweets and all the excitements, I was pumped. So
Yeah,
that's
that was the best one right there.
yeah, I know.
That's when I realized I could just stay in bed,
Yep. Just stay in bed and watch hot trades. There you go. Oh,
pop
like
the
is it?
champagne, and that's when I started drinking.
Yep. There you go. No, it's always amazing. Like, you see the chart that like in this stream here. It's always amazing to see, like how when Doge is plummeting or not really plummeting, but you can see how Shiba's rising, and then as soon as Shiba's like turns around, Doge goes the opposite way. So it's the dog fight is quite interesting here. So yeah, just that, right? So. I wonder. I might have to change like the background color, Shannon, like to black or something, like with the charts. I don't know if
Mhm.
it's clear. Like, do you have an issue with like, the color, or is it not visible? Like, just.
Oh, it looked fine on the TV. It probably just came up that way in the picture.
Okay, okay, yeah. So yeah, there you go, guys. Yeah. When I saw this, I was like, oh no, no.
I like to start my day off with a positive tweet when I
Yeah,
can.
okay, okay. Shannon was like, "Good morning, guys. Are you all feeling any Saturday vibes? I'll be joining. I'll be jumping on hot trades later in the day, and we'll be doing some research this morning. Sheep is looking good. It's going to be a good day for the sheep army." And I was like, "Yes, I'm ready."
That's pretty much how I dance too.
Yeah, okay. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, wow, look at that. Right when there you go. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I was watching Candlesticks, and
Mhm.
I saw the right one that I liked,
Yeah.
posted this, and then
Yeah.
it actually followed through. So it
Mhm.
doesn't always happen.
Yeah. There you go. No, it's no. No, we it's a pleasure. Honestly, thank you very much for doing this. It's yeah, thank you. Really appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you guys invited me out.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions for Shannon? Please let us know. Oh, there's a question here from Stuart saying, how manipulated do you think the market is? Yeah.
Uh, I don't think all of them are
Mhm.
manipulated
Mhm.
necessarily. I think the wider the base is, the easier it is. But there are still a number of, even with Sheeb, I forget the number of wallets that hold the majority of it. I don't know
Mhm.
if those will come down to burn wallets or whatever. But it's obvious that when Elon gets involved, he's able to manipulate the market, or at least the excitement of it, at
Mhm.
least for the short term. I don't
Mhm.
necessarily think he has long term effects.
Mhm.
Um, so I really just think that most of your average to good traders
Mhm.
aren't going to rely on the pump and dump news, but
Mhm.
we're always going to have people who do the knee jerk reactions.
Mhm.
So you're always going to see some fluctuations
Yep.
when Elon, posts a picture of a dog or
Yep.
whatever. It doesn't change the fundamentals of the token, right? It doesn't even change the technicals technically, but I mean
Mhm.
it. You'll see a response to it,
Yep.
but so that is manipulation. But
Yep.
I think that you can't manipulate Bitcoin. I don't think you can manipulate Ether. I think Doge is one of the ones. The meme coins are probably the ones that get manipulated.
Yep.
To say Shib was easily manipulated, we saw it.
Yep.
But hopefully now it's not, because now
Mhm.
it's known that there's no major influencer
Mhm.
involved outside those of us at the ground floor level, like
Yep.
you and I.
Yep. Exactly. Orion with the super chat says, I was sending my ETC from Coinbase wallet back to Coinbase so I can buy sheep, but it won't let me. I've been trying for weeks now. What do you think? What do you
Where do
think?
you live? New
Yeah.
York can't buy Shib for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned that.
Yeah, you can. People are using Voyager to buy sheep in New York. So
Oh, Voyager. Okay.
yeah,
And I think Uniswap and Shib Swap still works too. But yeah, Coinbase and Crypto.com, I don't think work in New York for
yeah,
some reason.
yeah,
Or at least for Shib. I don't know if it works as
yeah,
I don't live there. I just heard
yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah, Orion says they're from California. So
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know. I haven't.
yeah.
So I would, Cindy, I would open up your. How can you not buy? Me.
Position sheep.
Let me open up my Coinbase account real quick.
Okay, sounds good. There you go, Orion. Slim Dan says I'm looking to grab while Shannon is looking at that stuff. So Orion says I'm looking to grab a startup position in sheep. 1 second here. So your question disappeared here on me. Dan, what price level should I start scaling in at? You want to scale in at support levels, right? So your next level of support here below 70 would be 65, and then you're looking for between like 60 and 62, and then 55s and the 50s, and right. So again, just dollar cost average, right? Slowly scale in. There you go. So again, scale enough support and then go from there. Then
Yeah,
you
so
go.
I was able to go into Coinbase. I have when I bring up the chart
Mhm.
for Coinbase,
Yeah.
I have a trade button with a little blue button down here.
Mhm.
So I got there by going to home. You look at the chart. You pick your token that you want. I was
Mhm.
hiding my balance. Sorry.
Because I didn't got too many zeros, guys. Too many zeros.
So then once you get here, you have the trade. So try that. If you have any issues, DM me or whatever. I'll see if I can help you out. If not, we'll find another app. But I haven't heard of anyone in California having issues. It was really only in New York that I've heard of.
Yeah. The Coinbase wallet is what you're saying, Ryan. Oh, nah. In New York, you had to swap. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why swap to Atomic Wallet. Okay, in New York, you have to swap the wallets. Maybe that's what Orion has to do then. Swap the wallets. Yeah, there you go, Justin. Yeah, Justin isn't having any issues either. So, there you go. Do you have any opinion on leash and bone? Anything for for
For what?
for leash and bone?
I haven't got into them yet. I was planning on it right before the massive surge in Shib,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
Shib
for
is
the
really the only
NFTs.
thing I see right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at leash and bone. Once my crypto.com staking ends in like 3 or 4 days,
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna stake on there
Okay.
and look into it. Once I own something, I
Mhm.
really start digging into it a lot deeper.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I believe in the ecosystem. But I think Shib's the leader, and then as it continues to lead, I'll probably, uh, fill in on the other tokens as well.
Hmm. There you go. It's amazing how that happens, though, isn't it? You buy something and then you do the research. You spend. There you go.
Well, with like ICP, man, I researched the hell out of them. I mean, I even interviewed with the company.
Mhm.
I went deep, and that
Yeah.
was a bust. Then I've dove into technicals with so many people. Now, don't get me wrong; they
Mhm.
are going to be the future, but
Mhm.
they're not making me money right now, right? They're not
Yeah.
helping me pay my mortgage. They're
Yeah. Yeah.
so then when you look at it, you kind of gotta let. I learned this through AMC. If the community says something, you might want to pay attention, right?
Yep.
No matter what the chart says,
Yep.
listen to the community.
Yep. No.
That
Yeah. No. Yeah.
AMC and GameStop, I
Yeah.
don't know, it shouldn't have happened, but it did.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. communities are huge. Like communities, that's what I again. That's what I look for now. That's why there's been a lot of talk about SafeMoon. I don't know if you're in SafeMoon at all, but like the SafeMoon community is now starting to pick up a little bit of steam. So I don't know if that's the next one here to go now.
I don't own any Safe Moon, but if you want to send me some and I'll start evaluating it, at Shannon Bray, I think is my Coinbase account.
There you go.
Send me whatever you want me to evaluate. If I have a wallet, I promise
Send
I'll
it,
look at it.
and, you know, once you're in, you can do the research.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about the Coinbase app, right? You answer some questions, they'll give you a couple $, and a token. And then that's when I look at it. I was following Fetch and stuff for a while, and it was going up. I was like, wow, this is cool. Then I was trying to move it from, once I move something to crypto.com, I'm holding it. Crypto.com is my hold.
Okay.
So I was going to take it off Coinbase, move it to crypto. It was only like a couple $, whatever, but it was going to cost me like $70 to send it to crypto.com. I was like, screw that.
Yep.
Sold it, converted it to Bitcoin. Done with it. If you can't transport it through different exchanges without it costing an arm and a leg, then it's not ready.
Exactly. Are you big on? I see some. Are you big on the metaverse at all? Like any?
No,
Okay.
I want to be,
Okay.
but I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm kind of split between crypto and politics and school and work, and I just haven't had time to dive into it. But it's hard for me to figure out the NFT stuff right now. I mean, I look at some of these, I'm like, that's hideous. Wait a second. That looked like something I would do in the 3rd grade, and it just sold for $1 million, right? I don't understand it. But now that I saw I don't know if you guys have seen the NFT frame. I forget which company it's called. I reposted them the other day, but you can have a frame, right, that's on your wall that actually that projects your NFT into the image. And I'm like, all of a sudden now you can take that artwork, you can pull it into the digital world, but then now you have like a digital point of reference of where it came from, often, that it's authentic. And that's cool. Like bringing the digital world, like bringing crypto into the real world. So when the cyber metaphysical world aspects of it, that is impressive. And when all of our artwork is going to be NFTs in the future, right? When Picasso's gone and we're looking at, Steven 99's work, whatever his handle is. This is a Steven 99.
That's actually really cool. That's really cool.
Can you steal it? No, because this is just a print, like an image of it. It lives on a blockchain.
And then what do you think about like the whole land NFTs and stuff like that? You've seen those, right?
The what?
The like land NFTs, like people buying land through an NFT.
Oh, I think that's kind of amazing, actually. I've been pondering this. So I do a lot of work for mortgage and insurance companies and stuff, and blockchain starting to be a factor there, where you can start doing loans and use smart contracts, loan payouts, so you don't have to have anybody in the middle and all that stuff. But when you start looking at I forgot. What was the question again?
No, like this.
That's what I was talking about. Do y'all see that?
Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. Like, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's sick.
That's what I was talking about. So what was the question again? I'm sorry. I was
trying to get your opinion on how you can buy a land through an NFT.
Oh, yeah. I think that's dope, right? I have this little game that I've been kind of playing, some little kind of land thing with really a blockchain. Complete waste of time. I don't think I can get my money back out of it. But what if I was going to sell my house, right? And the deed was on a blockchain, right? And then all of a sudden now I can just sell my house through a blockchain, through an NFT. It's like a deed. And then we can do everything that way. So I think the future of the world is really going to come down into digital contracts on blockchain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of the NFTs we've seen, you just imagine seeing them in one of these little frames. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like I want to see now like a 3D, like that have like a 3D image that like gets a hologram or whatever. That's what I want to see now.
Yeah. You know, you can, I guess instead of like going to, to art galleries with like paint, like, on the wall, you have this now. Yeah. No, this is impressive. Like, this is impressive.
When I saw that, the light bulbs just go off. Well, I was laying in bed.
Yeah.
I was thinking, man, I am going to make this NFT frame, right? Because I saw this NFT and I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. So like for like hours, I'm just laying there staring at the ceiling. Yeah. And so I'm writing the code in my brain. I got it all figured out. And then I get to my computer and I'm like, wait, let me do a quick Google search. And I'm like, oh, these fuckers already beat me to it. Yep. And then I sent out the tweet. I'm like, I came up with a great idea. These guys beat me to it. Check them out. Right. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Well, but that was my idea that they thought of before me.
Yeah. The idea. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's I'm honestly caught off guard by looking at that. Wow, that's cool.
Imagine though, now the price of an NFT is actually worth it in some cases, right? Because now you can actually share it. You don't be like, I bought a $2 million NFT. It's right here on my phone. Now you can show it off in the office. Like, that's a $2 million NFT. I'm a bala. So don't come tell me to pick up your dry cleaning. You drop this NFT on your desk because it's not worth nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
The real one's in my pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Dan says I'll stick to my CPU screens.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you. I wouldn't spend $1 million on a digital piece, I don't think.
Yeah,
but I say that. But if I have 100 million or $1 billion in crypto,
Exactly. There you go. All relative.
And that's an interesting point to make, though. Mm-hmm. And it's something I didn't really relate to until the other night. Mm-hmm. But because when someone says, "Oh, they spent like 5 ETH on an image or an NFT or on a donation or whatever," I'm sitting there going, "Okay, so ETH's around 4. That's 5. That's $20,000, right?" But to them, no. It was 5 ETH. I bought ETH when it was, I bought thousands of ETH for, $10. So it doesn't have that same value to me. I want that. This isn't that valuable. I'm going to get that. So it breaks the constraints of our fiat system, right? Because the values are oddly not comparable. And I find that absolutely fascinating, but I haven't dug into it deep enough.
Yeah. There you go. Missed you. Oh, yeah. I couldn't stream yesterday. It's okay, Coach. We're back. We're back, though. There you go. Any more questions in the chat, guys? Let us know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you love? Oh, Austin says, love this guy. There you go.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the love.
Yeah. Someone's asking, is Shannon going to become a member now?
I can do that. I'll be joining.
Yeah, Shannon's going to join us in Discord. There you go, guys. We have some whales, some politicians, some celebrities, all in the same. There you go.
What's up, Doge?
Yeah.
I don't hate on Doge. I just tell my story. Some people just take my story as negative.
You came and went. You came, you lost, and you left.
I lost.
Yep.
Lucky for me, it's gonna it helped me reduce some of my taxes I'm gonna have to pay on Shib.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm not selling Shib, I promise you, until after January 1, no matter what the price is. Because I'm not paying taxes on that this year.
Wow. There you go, guys. There you go. Look at the confidence, the research.
Yeah. There you go. That's why I told my buddy who's now like 1.9, I was like, dude, no no matter what happens, don't sell this year because the IRS is going to want their payment this year.
Yeah.
Let's let that money ride another year, and then you can kind of bake it off, right?
Yeah.
So
There you go. Maybe this is a boomer. Maybe this is a maybe this is a maybe this is a good thing. We're calling him the senator already. The cryptocurrency friendly senator. You know.
there's
Yeah.
not very many of us, but I do plan on going to Washington and educate people.
There you go. No, thank you. Like, really appreciate what you're doing. So, thank you very much. It was just really cool to see. Like, that's why the article like took me off guard. I was like, what? Who? Why? There you go, politician.
Well, and
Shiba.
that was just a random tweet too, right? That someone in the Shib community wrote an article around.
Yeah.
I just randomly just put stuff out like, boom. It's just sometimes it's in the middle of the night I've come up with these thoughts. So now that people pay attention to everything I do at a microscopic level, even more than politics, you know, now I'm gonna have to start thinking about my tweets in the middle of the night. But I mean, I've had some go off on DNA tests, you know, in Africa with 500,000 likes, but nothing really that is important, like, you know, financial services for the entire world.
Yeah. There you go.
Can you?
But UK.
Well, if the US ever kicks me out, I'll go to the UK, mate.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, guys. Super chat from Life Accents says, "Do you think there will be taxing or regulations on how much can be deposited into a regular account from crypto gains? And is it true that banks can choose to block accounts after large deposits?"
They don't have it yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if this happened, but I don't necessarily feel like the banks are going to start blocking. I think banks are really going to start getting involved now that Visa, MasterCard, PayPal starting to get into the crypto. I mean, Venmo, you can start Venmoing crypto across. So as far as the banking, I think they realized that they misjudged it pretty much like I did, right? They thought they were going to be able to control the system. It slipped out. Now they're all trying to get their hands on it. But we're in the Wild West. So a lot of that's going to be a guess. But I wouldn't necessarily worry about, I think banks are going to be a lot more accepting. Although right now you still do have issues trying to link maybe your crypto.com or your Coinbase app to your bank because your bank doesn't necessarily trust them yet.
Yeah. There you go. And you guys, okay, fake credit cards. Interesting. There's so many scams. Like, what do you think of these? These YouTube scams, Shiba Elon scams, Doge Elon scams on YouTube. You've seen some of those.
Let me go to the credit card. I can tell you that crypto.com, Coinbase, BitPay all have debit cards that you can get and interact with them. I mean, I have the crypto.com one here. I have a Coinbase one upstairs in my drawer, and we have a BitPay one. And we've never had a problem with them. I'm sure there's probably some more out there, but those are the three that we have. And I started all of them when I only had like a couple dollars in it because I didn't trust the exchanges. And then after a while, I did start trusting them. And also, most of my money grew in those exchanges. I only put a little bit, and it's since grown, right? It's not like I took my 401k and dropped it into crypto, which I would if I could now, but I wouldn't have last year. I'd have been like, oh, hell no.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Oh, yeah.
But now I'd drop my 401k on Bitcoin or, ETH. I mean, those are solid. I would actually drop it into Shib too, to be honest with you. I wouldn't drop it on Doge though.
Yeah. There you go. No, they've been don't forget to smash the like, and that's Shannon's Twitter account in the chat there, guys. So you can follow it, Shannon on Twitter. There you go. It's amazing. It's amazing. The first time I looked at your Twitter page, it's amazing how you've grown so quickly.
Yeah, 18,000 people started following me within 2 weeks. I
Yep.
mean, it's weird. Well, because I had a small circle, right, of people that I communicated with.
Yep.
And people you kind of get used to. I'm in an echo chamber.
Mhm.
But then it wasn't just the Shib community, right? It just
Mhm.
crypto came in, like
Yep.
hit me hard, like boom. And then I just got all these DMs and these messages, and it's tough to keep up with. Like I'm trying to like go through and like, oh, and I like to respond to everyone, but now I'm finding out that
Yep.
I didn't see your tweet about today last
Yep.
night until this morning when I retweeted. I was like, how did I miss this? Oh, it's
Yep.
because I got 1,000 other.
Yep.
So I have to figure out. I've grown so fast. I haven't figured out how to manage my own social media
Yep.
because
Good stuff. Yep.
I don't know if people know this, but I don't have a political camp. I am my political campaign because I don't go out and ask people for money. And I don't believe in, corporate financing for campaigns. So I do everything on my own from my keyboard. So all of a sudden it got tough to manage, but it's an exciting problem to have.
It is.
It's great. When you put a tweet out about your dog and it gets 200 likes and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah. Do you see what Elon does every night now?
I'm like, wait, guys. That was look. What I really hate is when I have a typo and it gets retweeted 100 times before I realize that I have a typo in there, and then I'm like, oh my god, I really want to pull that tweet back. So, but yeah, Twitter and Shib Army and cryptocurrency in by and large has been very welcoming to me over the last couple of weeks. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then you have a super chat here from Adam. Adam says, I was literally just searching how to run for U.S. Congress after watching Matt Core's newest interview with Dave. And then somehow this live stream showed up. How did you learn how to run?
That's an interesting story. So I was working for the DoD as a cybersecurity analyst, and Donald Trump furloughed me a couple times. But his second time was for multiple months. I was out of work for 3 months, waiting for the government to send me back to work. They didn't. Right. I ran through my savings and was like, hey, what's going on?
Yep.
And, it just wasn't looking any better. So I eventually had to leave government service, even though they did, they finally did it or whatever.
Yep.
During that time, though, a congressman in East North Carolina passed away, Walter Jones. And I was like, you know what? It wasn't even in my district, but I was like, I think I'm going to run for Congress, which never wanted to do that in my life. Yep. So I paid my registration fee. It was a special election. It was a very short turnaround. I was a registered libertarian from years before, and you can't switch parties. I thought about switching to a Republican just because I thought it would be more viable. But then I was like, you know what? No, let's just move. I had a great time. I had a primary against now a good friend of mine, Tim Harris, and he beat me in the primary. He lost in the general, but it gave me an idea of what I thought about politics was different than when I really thought about politics, because I just thought it was a dirty cesspool of idiots, which isn't entirely untrue. But I also saw it as a way to, if the right people got in there, I feel like that things can actually change. So then I decided, well, screw it. I'm just going to run for the Senate. I ran for the Senate in the last election, in the heaviest contested election of our lives, right? And for those of you who don't know, North Carolina was one of the states that pretty much decided the balance of the U.S. Senate. Because of me, the Democrats believe that they lost they still are in control of the Senate, but they had a pretty good leverage. But one guy was a military version of Jody, went sleeping around with other servicemen's wives. when that came out, he lost credibility as a candidate, and I think I picked up some of his votes. But ultimately, it put Tom Tillis, a Republican incumbent, back into office. The nice thing about that election is as a third party candidate, I broke all of the North Carolina records. And I had only raised $400, or I only spent $400 in the campaign. So then I was like, man, what can someone really do when they really put some effort into it?
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, I'm just going to raise a ton of money. But then I was like, well, I don't believe in raising campaign funds because I think politicians are dirty. Yeah. And I think they'll do anything for $1. So then I wanted to try to run a campaign without money. Then I'm trying to figure out how can I manipulate the media into putting a spotlight on me. And it was like, well, if I come off, if I just do what I like to do with the crypto stuff, they're not going to have a choice, right? Yeah. When you come out with a community push and you're bringing crypto as the firearm, I'm basically opening the doors up to everyone else's possibilities, whether I get elected or not. I mean, I work full time, in IT, and I can really care less if I get elected. I want to be elected to make changes, but I'm not relying on that for my life. Nor is it even, it's a pay cut, right? I'd actually make less money being a clean politician than I would be, being a clean IT professional, especially an IT professional in Shib.
Yep.
But by and large, I mean, that's why I got into it. I really was just going to run once, but the Libertarian Party in North Carolina was pretty happy with the performance. And they asked me to run again. And I believe in the party. I believe in personal freedom. I believe in restricting the federal government and what they can do. I wanted to see everyone kind of prosperous and be able to have the opportunities that anyone else would have. And I just don't believe in all the crap that's going on in the government now. So that's what kind of keeps me going. I actually feel more powerful campaigning almost now. Not before, but now, now that I have the Shib army and stuff behind me, because I feel like I actually have a voice, right? And as long as the voice is for community, social cause, and in improving humanity, I don't think I can lose, right? And even if I don't get the votes, I have a solid community that I know I can always rely on. Yeah. So it's just really what it comes down to. Absolutely. And the love in this community is sick. I mean, I said on my veteran thing, right? I had people just throw me. To me, it was $700. To them, it was just a 100 million chip.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Here you go. Brad, people are getting into the politics now with you, Brad. Issue right, providing issue is not pretty good on your part. A lot of there you go. Yeah.
I am I'm not part of the Constitutionalist Party, but I do take the Constitution word for word, and I do not deviate from it. So I am a Second Amendment guy. I'm a First Amendment guy. I'm also a Fourth Amendment guy, and that's the search and seizure aspect. So of your crypto.
Okay. Okay. There you go. Any more questions, guys? Let us know. All the hard questions. You can grill Shannon if you want to. He's
there's no hard question for me. I'm so used to answering questions in the fire pits of politics. So
there you go. Shannon, would you consider running for president in the future?
I think I'd probably have to win a Senate seat first.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, let's eat a zero first, Let's get up with all-time highs first, and then we can talk about
Now, if we get Shib to $1, yeah, I'll be able to afford my campaign
Yeah.
all across all 50 states, and I won't even ask for $1. So
Yeah.
Shib
Yeah.
at $1, that's what we'll
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. There you go.
We'll drop it like it's hot.
Yeah. Gary says, I love the transparency. Love the transparency. And then we have a super chat from Adam. Adam says, for your information, I own Sheep since March. Sorry for that's okay.
Smart man.
Yeah. There you go, Adam. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, you'd love Chris as president. You'd love, yeah. Weibo worth it? It seems to be, right. I don't know if you use Shannon. I don't know if you've used Weibo before.
I use their charts, but not them as an exchange. I like them
Okay.
for their charts because then I was able to do all the lines and stuff I like
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. There you go. You're making me money. You're making me sheep money, Shannon.
Well,
Making money.
you know what? That's a beautiful thing, man, my brother.
Yeah, it is. Presidente Bray, 2028. Yee. There you go. That's funny. Trade party, get together with yeah, of course, Pristine, of course. Her trades party with with
Yeah, and then like next time we're going to crack an all-time high, if you just shoot me like a DM or whatever, we can get
yeah.
on, throw a party.
Okay,
You have
sounds
to
good.
take me in whatever state I come. Sometimes
Yeah, exactly.
you think I'm crazy now. I just wait till
You
late at
will.
night.
You will. You won't be alone though. You won't be alone. That's the thing. Everyone.
Yeah, we can definitely throw some watch parties.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, to reading the book. Oh yeah, Shannon, your books. You haven't really been into any of that. I know you're an author.
This is my last book. It's on implementing cryptography using Python.
Okay.
My other books before that were on Microsoft SharePoint. I've been in the Microsoft industry and for 20 years, but I was a trainer and I've worked with their teams for a number of years. But yeah, cryptography kind of helped launch me into the crypto just because of a lot of the end-to-end encryptions and whatnot.
Okay. Infrastructure.
I can talk about the infrastructure bill itself. One of the things that I know about that is that there is a contingency in there that will increase the tax on crypto and also close the tax loss harvesting loophole.
Okay.
I met someone last night on a space. I can only call her Learning right now, but she's a tax attorney. So her and I will be getting together doing a Twitter space trying to talk about, she's going to go through and read these bills. Well, she's already done it, but she's going to go through and break down how that infrastructure bill affects crypto. We're going to do a space on it. So follow me on Twitter. I'll announce it like a bunch of times before it happens, and we'll make sure we report it.
Yeah.
The lawsuit on XRP, I'm not read in on that 100% right now. I don't know where it is. If they win, XRP, XLM, and all of those in that bucket are going to shoot up. But that I feel like they may, but I just don't know on that one.
Yeah.
But the infrastructure bill, I'm following, and I have a tax pro diving into that.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, Bart, me too. I love your energy and your vibe, Shannon. Keep doing what you're doing. Absolutely. There you go. You said you had some stuff to do. What do you have planned for the rest of the day, Shannon? What are you doing?
Well, today I promised some people I was going to take a look at some tokens. So this morning, I'm actually this afternoon now, I'm going to actually dive into some Daddy Doge. Or Daddy Shiba, sorry.
Daddy Shiba.
Yeah, Daddy Shiba. They've been pimping me pretty hard lately. So I kind of want to, I don't want to discount them. And if it's got any utility, the price is great. So we'll see. Especially, Shib's doing so good. Why turn down other opportunities?
Exactly. And once you're in Discord too, we can, we do a lot of this research together in Discord as well. So yeah, once you're in Discord, we can look at some stuff together.
Yeah, that sounds great. I plan on probably jumping in on that this afternoon or this evening. I'll shoot me all of the membership stuff, and I'll click the links and get on it.
Okay, perfect. Any last questions, guys? Any last questions here for Shannon? Let us know, please, and thank you. Let us know.
Yes, I do read the whole white papers before I buy crypto, but the
Mhm.
whole story is not always in the white papers. I
Mhm.
just saw someone's
Yeah, yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Absolutely.
Shiba Academy MSA. Looking into my Shiba Academy MSA. That sounds like a Microsoft certification, but I'm assuming it's not. If it is, though, that would be funny.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. Yeah, just to, yeah, it would be cool to have Shannon in Discord. Yeah, it would be amazing. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. If I'm not doing anything, and shoot me an invite. Crypto is my first love, so
Yeah,
I would rather be here with you guys than
yeah.
out knocking on doors, getting the door
Perfect.
slammed in my face.
Yep. Yeah. So please vote
Yeah,
for
I
me.
just cut it this morning too. I wanted to make sure I had everything
Well, you're
nice and
ready?
clean for y'all.
Here you go. Hi, Chris. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna answer that question. Uh, trigger warning. It's funny. Your name is very funny as well. Your question is triggering. So, Stash says, "Enjoy watching my money make money. I know you are. Yeah, it's always nice.
Yeah, we're at a great level right now. And once we hit like 8 and 9, it's just gonna
Hmm.
be sick.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
gonna be like, I'm gonna make up my own dances.
Yeah, yep. Have you haven't seen the sheep dance? I don't know if it's on Twitter, Mindy. I don't know if there's the doges dancing, celebrating the gains.
Yeah,
Like,
I actually was gonna wear a Shib sweatshirt today, but
yeah.
someone sent me one last week,
Hmm.
and I wore it like one day. My daughter made fun of me. She's 11.
Hmm.
Now she won't take it off, so I
Hmm.
don't have it. She has it, and now she wears
Yeah.
it every day.
All the time. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get her to do a TikTok, and
Okay.
yeah, she's like one of the little TikTok influencers or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
So we're gonna get her to do a little Shib TikTok. We'll see if we can't get it posted.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, we have a lot of like Doge merch, some sheep merch. Is that we've been playing with? Yeah. Oh, a super chat from Adam. Have you been approached by Matt to team up to speak about the on ape movement?
Actually, had a meeting with Matt the other night.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was a really good meeting, and it was an apes meeting. They
Mhm.
invited me out. I met
Mhm.
Matt, and we're going to be talking again soon. So
Okay.
yeah, Adam, follow up if there was any more to that.
Mhm.
I'll keep you in the loop on that.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You're making the rounds, and that should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
good.
It's not just Sheeb. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
a heavy supporter.
Yeah.
Primarily because of the reasons I stated. But I'm a crypto fan all the way across the board, right? I'm
Mhm.
not going to hate on any crypto unless you're screwing people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or if you're one of those,
Yeah. Of course.
social
Yeah.
media influencers that are just dicks,
Yeah.
right? I'll dox and bring you down quick.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
by and large, I think crypto's great. I just want people to have more education. Gas
Mhm.
fees and where to buy and when to
Mhm.
sell are really kind of important. People haven't learned it, so
Yeah.
I love the information that you're putting out, and just kind of helping educate people
Yeah.
on charts, because once people understand charts, signals, and things like that, it's
Yeah.
easier to accept the fluctuations of
Yep.
the market.
Yep.
Right? It doesn't scare people.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's yeah. No, like we mentioned earlier, it's always funny to see how like we go up 600% and then we're down 10. People are like, oh my goodness, the sky's
Oh,
yeah.
the world is ending.
Yeah. Like, no, it's 20% from a
I made
800.
$6,000 and I just lost 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a lot of those guys bought in and then they saw it
Yeah.
go down and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's tanking," so they
Yeah.
didn't get to ride it up. But
Yeah. Exactly.
it's just trust. Just
Yeah.
got to trust it.
Yeah.
But until you don't,
Yeah. Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
holes in everyone's buckets, Delilah.
Yeah.
That's probably over everyone's head. But
Yeah. Let me see here. D-Rock says, I have a valid question about election integrity. Will you be able to? I don't know if you wanna. Will people be able to go out and vote with? I don't know. I don't know if you wanna. Yeah, I don't know if you wanna touch on this question or if
this
we
is
if we
big.
even. Yeah.
And Derek, you feel free to follow me, and we can have a much longer conversation,
Yeah.
either on Twitter or anywhere else in the space. But election security is extremely important to me. It's one of the reasons why I decided to start pursuing my PhD in computer science. It's also one of the reasons why I got into blockchain, because I thought blockchain was probably an excellent way to offer secure elections, because you can't tamper with the ledger. Now, there has been a couple articles put out by MIT kind of talking about the negative aspects of that. So, and they're on point with it. Some of it can come down to vote selling and things, but it doesn't necessarily change the integrity of the person's vote. That's just the integrity of that person themselves, and that we can't necessarily control. But yeah, I am a strong proponent of election security, and I'm also a strong proponent of open elections, because if we have the right security, then open elections aren't that big of an issue. But that's a huge topic. I would love to talk about it more, but we'll have to do that in another space.
There you go. There you go. Do you have any final words on Shib in general, crypto in general, anything else?
Shib in general, I mean, we've seen it have, just while we're on the call, we saw it go through a good run. We've seen it pull back a little bit. I wouldn't worry about it. I think Shib is really, it's going to keep bouncing off the high 60s, probably going to stay in the 70s after tomorrow, because it does have that upward trend. Once that upward trend drives it up and gets into that squeeze, it has to make a move. Either it has to go up or it has to go down. If it goes up, you better be in it. If it goes down, it's probably still going to catch support where we're at now. So I don't think you have to worry if you see that red candle. The one you got to watch out for is that green candle, because if you miss that one, it's going to be huge. So that's my assessment. And if I said anything you disagree with, I would love for you to put your input as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Adam with one last super chat says, a pleasure learning from you both. Have a great day. What's Ronco? What does that mean? Is that a term? Is that a
I'm not sure what Runkle is.
Yeah, because you guys have so many terms that I'm completely unaware of. And it's there you go. Any last questions, guys? I think we should be good to go. We good to go, guys?
Guys, find me on Twitter if you didn't get your question answered. I try to be highly sociable. Just tag me. If I don't answer, tag me again. But I'm starting to get better at trying to find all the questions and not all the likes. So I'm going to go to the mentions. So just mention me in your question. I'll get you an answer.
I know. I saw you this morning, just getting all the questions. I was like, wow, that's really well. Yeah.
This is where I think the future is. So I'm excited to help everyone get there.
Again, like Shannon, really, I really appreciate you coming on. This was a lot of fun, and really enjoyed. It's a pleasure getting to
I had a lot of fun. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna go crack another bottle of champagne and watch some Shib.
Okay, sounds good.
Right,
Thank you very
talk to you
much.
guys later.
Okay, have a wonderful day.
All right, bye.
Bye. There you go, guys. That was nice. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for being welcoming. And there you go. Let's see what's next. There you go, guys. Again, thank you very much. Shannon is dope. Yeah, I like Shannon. Yeah. So don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you want to become a member and join us in Discord, guys. The link is pinned at the top of your live chat. So. So let's go back here to the charts, guys, for like 2 minutes, and then we can hop off and then come back later today or whatever we need to do. So again, Sheep, guys, is just just consolidating, just going sideways for now, right? Below 70, support at 65, 62 there. We're holding those levels. Again, if once we can reclaim 75 and get back above 80, guys, back above 80. We're looking to pump. We're looking for excitement. We're looking for all-time highs. That was great. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was great, Erica. Varys says that was a great guest. Absolutely. Absolutely. So hopefully we can get more people like Shannon on here and keep going. So I think awesome, Nick. Let's go, Nick. Let's out of here. Nick, thank you very much, Nick. Super chat here from Super Mario says, "Hey brothers, Have you heard of the boss token? Awesome community, 6K holders, la 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 la, Trulia, and next sheep in your opinion? Well, I'll take a look. Super Mario. I'll take a look. Super Mario. Is this a yeah? Nice guess, Elray. Yeah. So, are you guys okay with like sheep isn't really sheep? Yeah, it was good to meet. Yeah, D Rock, absolutely. Are you guys okay with me? Just closing down the stream and then starting off a new stream in a few hours. Are you guys okay with that? So we can call mana. Haven't looked at mana yet. Yeah, cool guy. Let's see here. What did it say? Strong cell, neutral. Oh, you mean on the side there? Just ignore that, right? This indicator here on the right hand side, ignore that. It's usually delayed. Just ignore that for now. I don't want to miss you. We'll be back. We'll be back. It's okay. Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna shut down the stream, guys, right? And then we can start up a new stream in a few hours with the charts, right? So Shibin's isn't really going anywhere for now. But if anything happens, up or down, we're gonna be back, right? So you won't miss anything. So yeah, if you guys are okay with that, yeah, break. Okay, there you go. Have a wonderful again, guys. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you for smashing that like Eric. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. So welcome to the new members as well. If you're a new member, guys, the link for membership should be found again. So search Hot Trades on YouTube. Go to the community tab there on YouTube's, and then there's a Discord link there. Discord link. Once you get that link, it's gonna take you over to Discord. Go to the rules channel there. Click on the cookie. Go to the getting started channel there and follow the instructions, and you should be good to go. So again, guys, thank you for the support. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. The sheep community, the hot trades community, the Doge community, all the communities are very thank you very much. So have a wonderful day. Remember what I said. Remember my name. I will. I will. Have a wonderful Saturday, guys. Enjoy it, and we'll see you guys in the next stream. Emeric, have a wonderful day. Funtic, let's go. Isaiah, Michael, Gary, Google I says great stream. Let's go. Frankie, let's go. And everyone else, thank you for the support, guys. Virus, let's go. Okay, bye, guys. Bye.